Oh, shoot.
This is a Rick Code exclusive.
It's getting around that time again. You know what time it is? Shots.
Oh.
Shots.
It's shots time already?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I
Go ahead and pop it off, man.
Yeah, I mean, we already...
I thought you was going to say like
Get it
Christmas
cracking.
time.
No.
I owe one for 81.
Damn.
We not doing the O's today, right?
I
But
said,
yeah, if you're still,
I said it out.
again. Yeah, from the last podcast.
No, I did all mine.
We didn't say you didn't?
Yeah, I did all three of mine from the last one.
Yeah, I was trying to
I
say.
had two.
Yeah,
Y'all only had two. I had three.
yeah, I had two.
Then I got one. I'm gonna test this out and then I'm gonna.
We got something else?
What?
No, I'm saying we got another set. You talking about?
No, I got one from the last episode that we
Okay.
just dropped.
Okay. This episode
81.
81.
81 out now.
Yeah, I got you 82 and 83, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I had 84 and 85.
I haven't went through the shots on those yet.
Yeah, I got through 84, 85. Should be able to catch you up by next week.
Yeah, shit, I'm off for the rest of the year. So.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I need to clear up some space. I'm trying to branch out next year and do some other shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's when you gonna start your OnlyFans shit, ain't it?
No, I'm trying to shoot some shit. Chop it up with a couple niggas that do movies and shit. And got scripts.
Right.
Might jump into doing some music videos and some other shit.
Make sure everybody good.
Told y'all last time I was gonna start doing more like vlogs and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Give your mic a little tilt. I want to make sure it catch everything. Just a little slight tilt. Yeah, something like that.
nigga, we didn't even.
I was trying to get the mic right. I'm sorry, Chef Chad.
Oh, my fault.
Well, my first shot of tequila.
It's been a while.
My first shot of tequila.
Oh, wow. Wow.
And you didn't
wow.
even. Man, we
Wow.
even cheers it up, man. My bad.
First shot.
Hold on. Let me.
This nigga.
Yeah, it's my first shot of tequila, man.
Congratulations.
No more apple cider vinegar. No more
Apple juice.
no more apple juice. No more grapefruit juice. Assorted juices.
We had this before. It just wasn't a Neho one.
We've had.
I feel like we
we've
had
them
that,
both.
That's the what's that? The Cristalano?
Nah, that's a different one. That's the Don Ramon.
Okay, so this is something new.
No,
We had
we've had this before.
okay. I can't keep up with this shit.
Yeah, me neither. Nigga, I was looking through like, nigga, what the fuck?
I can't keep up.
I was like, I think I want to do tequila today, and I'm going through the drinks, and I was like, all right, I made this. Like, fuck. I gotta keep like a log of that shit, a spreadsheet or something, so I can keep up. Like, nigga, I don't know what I done drunk. I don't know. Fuck around, be on this bitch making the same drink like 3 times.
Hey, bro, it's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. Technically, right?
Yeah.
It ain't that many drinks in the world, is it?
We in the 90s now, you know what I'm saying? We've been doing it for what, like 30-some episodes?
We got a lot of drinks to get through.
Well, truly, they did make that show Drink Masters,
Yeah, I was watching that earlier today.
and they had some shit I ain't never heard
Yeah,
of.
they was going hard.
Yeah.
Like,
That's making shit, pairing it with a dessert.
I think I made it. I'm almost at the end.
Shit, that's spicy.
Spicy.
Shit, that's spicy.
Spicy.
What is it? So let's see, you got that Grand Marnier. I got a homegirl. I'm trying to think what she mixed that with. I think she do. What is it? I think it's Don Julio Grand Marnier. You make a drink like just that when you just mix them two, like basically any tequila, but I would assume not añejo or is it añejo, añejo, whatever. But yeah, that's what she be drinking.
Yeah.
Make you buy 2 of them bitches, you're not leaving the club.
This is a Cadillac margarita. It's pretty much the same thing, but it got the syrup and lime juice.
Oh, so it's exactly what I was describing.
Well, you said just Don Julio and Grand Marnier.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of that was.
But I'm finna see if it's gonna have the same taste, because I think it might. But like basically, you don't have to mix it with nothing else. Like you don't put no juice or nothing. You can just mix those. And that Grand Marnier, take the bite off the tequila. Shit tastes like a drink.
Yeah. I think you spoke about that in the previous podcast too. When we were doing, I think when you got the Don Julio, or when we were doing picklebacks.
Yeah.
Pickleback night. So what do y'all think about this fucking shit with Dion?
I was gonna kind of get the RIPs out the way first.
Oh, my bad.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
R.I.P. to Deion Sanders at Jackson State.
I like that one.
R.I.P. to that. Who else we got?
Twitch. LNDJ on the show.
And what's that dancing show?
So you think you can dance?
Yeah, that one.
That shit crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
It said suicide, and I was like, okay, well, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that about?
yeah, because when I heard he died, I was like, damn. Then I read the article. I was like, ooh. And then you seen it, I was like, man, that shit.
Yeah.
So
like,
I never really was familiar with him, but
I like dancing videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, or like the show back in the day. You know what I'm saying. You seen.
so
him,
yeah, I
you know
never
what I'm saying?
seen that. I
Right,
never
right.
seen him on Ellen.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
Like just in passing?
You never
'Cause
watched Ellen?
Yeah, like ever.
No, never.
I'm not saying like a whole episode. I'm just saying like you ain't seen like a bit of it, like just because it be broadcasting everywhere.
Nah.
Wow.
Ellen wasn't my first or second choice.
No. I'm not even saying that. That's what I'm saying. Like, of no matter where, like, been somewhere and like TVs or like showing. And,
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Is you watching this motherfucker?
I heard the go, and then stop. I don't know about that.
Right. Nigga, what the fuck is that? I thought you had mixed it together in a thing.
I don't want to ride in that Cadillac. It got the fucking nice seats and fucking it long back. It's a long back.
Nigga, that's a Fleetwood.
Yeah.
88 Fleetwood. I'm talking that long nose bitch. God damn. On some Daytons. God damn.
Gotta dress slow.
So what did you pour in there the first time? Well,
How much? Hold on, no. He poured a small one in the first time, right? Or a big one?
no, so he poured.
So 2 of those.
Okay, so you do one of them, Some
Still got a
lime
little
juice.
bit in here.
Do the lime juice. Okay. And then you top it off with grapefruit.
I'm nervous.
like some type of apple juice for real. He's topping it off with Grand Marnier. Like that's a complete separate in its own right. Like niggas just drink Grand Marnier. That's like a thing. This is a Cadillac margarita. God damn, I'm pretty sure you drink one of these and then you go to fuck home.
Well, you know, margaritas, most of the time, it's not really a mixer with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm pretty sure you drink that motherfucker and go home. Like, for sure. Oh, how many of those you want?
You never gave me any details on them, nigga. Like, I said like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, damn, nigga. Okay, so. Oh, okay.
Damn it.
It ain't stuck in there. That motherfucker. Have you tasted yours?
Oh, because he didn't have like that. It was like a little corner like piece that was missing with
Okay.
some ice.
Have you tried yours yet?
Hmm.
You're gonna wait until everybody tries it at the same time? Okay. Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. The gulp sounds a lot
Right.
worse than, well, no, because you still
Right. And he would light on my shit because he kept doing
Yeah, because
it.
you missing some ice. Like my ice was like
Oh.
filled to the. Let me get it.
Yeah.
Kind of like his is like missing that corner.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Don't taste bad.
Okay.
But I wonder what the effect is. 'Cause that's gonna be the key.
So I didn't get that early shit knocked out.
oh yeah, but man, that Twitch shit was sad because like I mean I watched the show, you know what I'm saying? Like on there, like he be like DJing, but he kind of like upbeat, you know what I'm saying? I never really watched any of the dance videos. I didn't really know him from that. I knew him from the Ellen show.
Yeah.
That shit was kind of fucked up, bro. Like, and then I seen like how many people.
So did they ever
like,
did they tell any type of stories about it or like what actually happened?
Well, from what I seen, like his grandpa had said that he had called him like the day before or whatever, and he seen like himself. And from what I
What's mean he seen himself?
like he was upbeat, you know what I'm saying? That his grandpa was like, you know, we talk frequently, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Okay,
when he hit me up, it wasn't like it was random or it wasn't like it was some shit that I need to be worried about
Right.
because he stayed in communication.
Mm-hmm.
So they were saying that the next day he went, got a hotel room about a mile from his crib, Ubered over there. His wife was worried. He put his phone on airplane mode, so couldn't nobody disturb him, and he did that shit.
Well, he
hotel
shot
room.
himself?
Yeah.
That shit be so crazy, bro, cause it be like you know, I was telling y'all, you know, about the little homie from Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And that shit just be like, you know, like you say, motherfuckers will be all good, like as far as all accounts go. You know what I mean? Like all the fuck good, and all of a sudden, like you look up, and boom, and it's like, what the fuck? what the fuck happened? Like, when the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So they was saying there was a note, and he was talking about some shit that he had been through that kind of like messed him up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And,
Like what?
they didn't really get into details like on it initially. I'm pretty sure some old details gonna come out a couple days later. You know what I'm saying? But they was saying he did it on Monday, and a hotel worker came in and found him the next day.
Damn, man. That's fucked up. I always hate that part too, you know, when they, because them people have to, you know.
That was some strategic
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? He planned that out.
Right, like very planned out. And that's usually how it be. Like, so that's not really that shocking when you talk about, you know, he seemed upbeat in himself, because it seemed like that's like the last hoorah.
Do I gotta
Like,
mix this or anything?
You can if you want to,
But it's not supposed to. It's supposed to just drink as is.
I didn't see him mix it in the
Okay.
shit that I
Like
watched.
600 Breezy Girl, you know. She basically wrote him a letter, you know what I'm saying? Wrote him some text messages.
You know what it reminds me of? As soon as I take a sip, I instantly. It reminds me of Flintstone vitamins.
No, I don't taste,
Instantly.
I don't taste that.
Yep.
I don't taste that at all.
Yep.
Like, at all. Too much yours? Maybe, because mine don't taste like that. I just don't taste the Flintstone. No? Nah. My Flintstone vitamins.
To
like,
me, that chalky, that flavor that it would
what
give
kind of
you.
Flintstone vitamins y'all were taking over there?
Yeah. That's what it reminds me
Y'all had
of.
some shit getting y'all fucked up.
Yeah. Don't be surprised.
See if it changed it up a bit since he asked.
I mean, everybody tastes buds different. You know what I'm saying?
And now we're strong and growing. No, I don't taste it. I just don't
No?
taste
Huh?
it. Not at all.
That's what it tastes like.
Not at all. I don't taste it at all. But nah, man. You know, staying serious, I guess. The fuck is this?
It's a vape.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that a lighter?
I switched from the Uno to
Which one is that one?
it's a smoke, the thin version. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like it. Works, fit in your pocket good.
Yeah. Oh, the little
Yeah.
zipper or the little corner boy right here. If it perfect.
Dips right in it.
Switch just because a nigga got tired of the Unos, man.
Right.
Nigga be smoking them bitches, and then like the flavor would be like on the last like few puffs, it's just like
Done.
non-existent.
Right.
So I was like, I kind of want to control that, and then it's like not reusable, so it's not like cost efficient. So
Right.
like
Right,
a nigga
right.
gotta go.
Right, buy a new one every time.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
why my sister did the same thing. She switched up and got the.
I don't want to get too ADD, because we was talking about a nigga killing himself, and then we started talking about vapes. I just want.
Yeah.
I just want to make
that
sure.
happens.
You asked the question, I gave you the answer.
I know. That's why I said. I know I did it. That's why I said I don't want to get too ADD on them. Yeah, no. R.I.P. to Twitch, man. Like I said, I ain't know the dude, but you know, like 600 Breezy. What's the dude name? Anthony Bourdain. Bourdain.
Bourdain. Yeah.
Bourdain,
Yeah.
right? He was a real big shocker. Robin Williams was like that, you know. Robin Williams, I can kind of see though, because you know them comedians.
Yeah, after
It's a rough lifestyle.
Long careers. That's
Yeah.
the tragic part of the having a long career with that.
Yeah, them comedians.
It's like a therapist that after
Right.
if you've been in the game, practice for so long
Right.
that eventually you're gonna need so much help because of all the shit that you took on
Right.
from other people.
Right.
And now
Just
you're
to be
affected
right.
by it. Even though you didn't experience it, now you're affected
Right.
by it just by embracing.
Exactly.
And it's
I think
fuck.
like with them, they also like take on like serious roles, so they could show that they got range. You know what I'm saying? That they just not a funny nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Jim Carrey with the Truman Show and other shit.
I think a lot of that, when they do that, I think they try to, because of, and the only reason why I say this is because of how the ending, how we know what the endings are, right?
Right.
I think at times they try to express and show those feelings through these characters that they try to portray that, you know, we look at like, oh, well, wow, he's a little creepy in this one. Well, yeah, because I am a little creepy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just embracing that side of the creepiness. Over here, I can be funny as fuck. Over here, I can be fucking, you know, real.
Martin got a thriller coming out, and I want to see
Really?
how he act in that hoe.
Martin?
Really?
Like Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
I could see that being really good just for the simple fact of what they portrayed in the media of him. You know what I'm saying? During the time of the Run Tell Dad situation.
Oh, that's
Not
what y'all
saying-
niggas want to see?
Yeah, that's,
I got
you know,
you.
right. Because during that time, this is what he was saying, you know what I'm saying, that he was dealing with or whatever. So you imagine what,
And they just make it funny for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they be going through real nigga shit, but they can come on stage and give it to you in an
Right.
hour or two with jokes.
A lot of it's funny because it's relatable.
Well, you know, them comedians, man, they be a lot of time, like, I mean, because you got to understand, like, I was just watching, what's the guy name? Dude be on Old Spice. Damn, Dion Cole.
Yeah.
So he got a new special on Netflix.
That nigga always on
Yeah,
point.
Yeah. But the thing was about it, you know, at the end of the special, he was like, you know,
Oh,
pretty
his
much-
mom.
Yeah. He was like, man, y'all gotta show these comedians some love. We come out here, we make y'all laugh, and we don't be funny at all inside. Like he was like, his mom died, his two aunts died or some shit, and all of that shit happened in like a year while he was on tour. So every night he like making a nigga laugh, and this nigga mama dead.
Right.
Like your mama died like a week ago, and it's like, oh, hey, you ever look at a bitch asshole? It's like, what? Like, damn, right.
From
You know what I'm
Deion
saying?
Cole, with him, like, if you, like, watch it, and it's like, Deion Cole is like this all the
Right.
time. Like,
Right.
this is the Deion Cole that you've been knowing for, like, since Comic View, nigga.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
and then when he came out and did that, I was like, damn, bro.
Right.
Like, that shit kind of touched a nigga for
Right.
real, because
'Cause you
last
never-
year was rough, nigga.
Right.
Like,
And you never know. Like, you just don't know with these comedian niggas. Cause
Right.
like, you know, but like I said, so them I can get with. But you know, like the Anthony Bourdain, that one really took the world by storm, cause dude really never expressed any displeasure from what, you know what I'm saying, what was said about him. Like he never ever presented.
But that's the image that the man has to portray in the light. You can't show, if you show that in the public, that's considered weakness. So you can't show, like, you can't complain, because then it's like, he's not grateful for blah 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 blah, and it's like, no, these motherfuckers did this. Like, this is what it is. We're running the business. This is how shit works. This is how the shit operates. But after a while, you know, and in the culinary, I don't know on the TV side or whatever, but just in culinary in general, you don't understand how many people, like, you work constantly, like, day in, day out. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get no love because nobody sees you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think that's part of why some restaurants, they put the cooks on display, just for the simple fact that fucking, or the chefs, because nobody knows what goes on. You just think that this person brings it out this food, and it's just like, okay, well, here, da-da-da, and it's like, but you don't understand what's going on in the back. You know what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
what I
there's a
respected
lot
about
of
Nobu,
shit
bro.
that be
Like, you
going
can
on.
see them niggas, like,
What you mean? Like it's a lot of shit be going on. Like what?
Oh, well, I mean, just between the people the people that you work with,
Yeah.
and the food that's coming in. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you work at, you know what I'm saying? You got orders that are okay, so you got your courses, right? So then you got to have certain things working at certain times, right? It's all fucking a mind game and timing, right? So you got say you got this one table, they got 4 courses, right? So they're going to have this appetizer put out or whatever, so you got to get this going. But yet they want to have chicken, right? So the chicken's already half cooked, but you got to get that bitch warmed the fuck up, you know what I'm saying? So you got to get that bitch in the oven now. Depending on what they're saying, they're going to tell you, do you want everything brought out? You know what I'm saying? Or how do you want it played out? Then you have to adjust accordingly to how your dishes are, worked with. You know what I'm saying? How everything's put together. And that's just for one fucking table on top of everybody that's coming in. So now you have 15, 20, 40 fucking orders that are coming in, and you're trying to figure out what the fuck and trying to organize everything. It's all like a fucking dance. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fucking, or if you're not fucking organized and in tune with each other, then it don't fucking work. You'll crash and burn.
No, that mental health shit, bro, that shit is so underrated. Like, people, I get it, like, coming from where we come from, like, our era, it's a lot of shit motherfuckers just like, tough
What was
titty.
that?
Was that like no, that was the previous jump.
Oh.
No, he just never took it.
I was about to say.
Yeah. But it just be tough titties, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all took y'all shot.
It's how we rock with it. But I don't know, man, like, cause it's not like people, you know how you just see stuff more. I don't think that we handling it any better than before or previous. Like, I don't think it was handled no better. Like,
I think it's gonna get worse
why?
with mental health. Cause now when you post some shit online, you gotta be all good. Like, it's not you're not posting nothing to be down.
Once again, you can't be
You know
yourself.
what I'm saying? Like, it's not
Right.
you not
Right.
posting shit to
So
You
to
can
make
post the
people
happiness,
feel
but
bad.
where's the
You know what I'm
sadness?
saying? Yeah.
Because that's not what life is about. That's not how life always is. You know what I'm saying? You have those fucking ups and downs. I don't care who you are, regardless of what situation that comes along your
shit,
fucking
me,
path.
I'm a post whatever. Like, I don't really subscribe to that, but I do get the sentiment
Yeah,
of what you
for
say.
the masses.
of the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Think about what just gets shown to you through whatever that comes up on your page or
Right.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be like, unless you go to me just personally, unless you go to like fucking Facebook, you'll see some fucking sentimental shit
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
Facebook is
and
the
that shit
king
be long
of.
as fuck, and you fucking read it and all this other shit. But
Man, when
most
it come
people
to-
don't do that. They
When
don't.
it comes to like them long ass
But that's
posts,
older people though.
I'm telling you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you
I'm
gotta
telling
think
you,
of
nigga,
the
right now, if you post a long ass post, I ain't read that shit. I'm sorry. Like, you better, like, if you sad, you better make that shit short. And I mean, mental health is very important. But if you sad, you better just post, I'm sad. Then I'll ask you, hey, what's wrong? You get to write some shit like, well, it's been like 4 years now. And y'all remember back when I had the Toyota 4Runner and I had to get, brother, I'm sad too, nigga. I ain't got time to read all this sad ass shit. Like,
it just wasn't meant for you, and somebody else took their time and read it. If that's the case, that happens.
No,
because some people feel like that's like
no, I'm fucking with it.
decompressing for them.
I'm trying to
you know
tell,
what
I'm trying
saying?
to
They
tell
do
anybody that fuck with the code still.
No, I dig what you're saying.
If you sad,
I'm not gonna read it. I dig what
just
you're saying.
tell me you
But
sad.
yeah,
If
I
you
get
get to
what you're saying.
posting all that extra shit, man, look, I'm sorry. I really care. I really ain't gonna read that. I'm just not. I'm gonna see that long ass post. Like, I'm gonna start reading it. And it's, you click that part and say continue.
Yeah.
Click to continue to read.
With me, it's
When that bitch open up, yeah. Next. Oh,
with me,
fat booty bitch.
it's very few people that I would read a long post for. Like, if I know you normally don't
Right,
talk a lot,
right.
if you do a long post,
Right.
I might go through a little bit to see what you talking about, just to see if I got to check on you, because you don't do long shit.
Right.
Man, look.
Like, nigga, you don't say this much in person. Like,
No,
if you
y'all-
gonna
look.
type this shit, like,
Look,
let me see what you're talking
you
about,
better
my
call
nigga.
me. You better ask for my number. You better, like, listen, I can listen to you all day. I'm not gonna read that shit. Like I tell people all the time, like I don't read long stuff. I read books, bro. If it ain't a book, why is this a paragraph? I don't need that. Cause whatever you trying to say, I guarantee you I would understand it in more concise sentences. Like, I get that you want to express yourself, but the sentiment of whatever this is about probably is like one sentence. I'm sad. I'm discouraged. I'm disheartened. I'm upset, right? Like, that's it. Cool. Now I know where we at. Why are you upset? See how this works? Like, I'm not doing that whole, let me read through this, then read that. No, thank you. I'm straight, actually. I appreciate the opportunity, but I could do something else. But mental health is definitely important. I want to make sure, like, it's not a me thing of saying that it's not important. It's just like, see, me, I never really struggled with that type of stuff, personally. Like, people be always talking about, they depression stages. Like, I be sad sometimes. I done had anxiety about some shit, but I never really been so sad that I was even like a lot of people like, oh, I thought about suicide. I never thought about, like, I'm talking about even back in the gap, like the crack baby days, the poorest places in the United States days, nigga. No, it never crossed my mind. I thought about doing some shit to some people, but I never thought about doing something to myself. It was never, like, that never ever crossed my mind. I was never like, I'm so unhappy I don't want to be here. I was like, I'm so unhappy I want you gone. Yeah, I never thought about it. So I can't relate to a lot of people when they be, getting their shit off, and it's like, but I try to understand it, because that shit really is important. So, like, now when I do spaces and shit, I try to be mindful of that, in mind of people like Drip and shit, because, man, you don't know, man. These people might be on this space talking to you because
this is the last resort.
Right. Well, this is the only person they could talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, my boy Ten Toes, he got on me, he was laughing about, because it was a nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was talking, he was loud as shit. Somebody was like, who is this nigga? It was like, drop that nigga. That man, he was like, nah, man, it's all I got. I was like, bring that nigga back. Like, the fuck? Yeah, you can say, bro, just chill out, man. Like, no, I'm not finna be the nigga, right? You know what I'm saying?
He might not even do something to himself. He might just be like, you know what, now I'm gonna go do something to somebody else.
Yeah.
Off top. Then it's like, oh, shit, you...
Let me build my confidence back up, nigga. Like, let me
get
my shit off, nigga.
Right. If that's what it takes, then I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? If me letting you talk in my space and parlay with some people you think is cool, gonna make you feel like, okay, it's some cool people out here. I'm not alone as I thought. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then fuck it, man. I got a spot for you, boy. Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm more of that. Cause you get to writing some shit. I'm sorry, I can't.
Right.
I can read a lot of shit, but I gotta be interested. I'm just not interested in sad shit.
Right.
Like, even if you're on the phone and we just talking and you start crying, I'm gonna start playing a game. Like, I'm gonna start playing a game. Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna start playing a game. I mean,
I don't really know how to handle other people's emotions well, so that's not something that I'm gonna be able to.
Like now, if you was in person, I could listen. You know what I'm saying? Give you but if we just on the phone, cause I'm not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing you, and I'm trying to provide.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I empathize with you to a certain degree, but
at the same time, start.
All right.
Yo, hey.
Right.
Hey, he come around the side. He come around the side real quick. Hold on. I got him.
I'm
got him.
Right.
Nigga got the headset on
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
And the headphones on the other side.
That's how it's gonna be for me, bro. I'm gonna be listening to your shit. Like, huh? Word? Yeah.
Take him out. Take him out.
Yeah. Jump, nigga, jump.
So
the fuck?
This one time, I was on an adventure, right? Me and the wife, we were in a location away from people, and we decided to have a little journey, right? And I came to the conclusion. I was thinking to myself, like, you know what? Like,
what kind of lettuce is that?
Oh, that's that bib lettuce, that butter lettuce.
Okay.
You got your bread and you got your butter.
Okay.
But that's that butter lettuce. And I was thinking to myself, and I was like, you know what? Nope. As is. Washed, and fucking put as is. Everything is through the chicken, mushroom, and onion, and then you have your little side vegetables that go ahead and go on there.
What's this called?
Your sweet chili chicken lettuce wraps.
Sweet chili chicken lettuce wrap. Okay. I'm gonna try it in a second. When this burger wear out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead though.
Where was I going?
You was talking about your wife and you.
Oh yeah, so we hadn't went on this journey, and I was just thinking to myself, like, you know, like responsibility. Like everybody has responsibility, no matter what. Everybody has responsibility, but in the reality of the situation, like nobody gives a fuck about anything. Even your deepest person, even your mom or your dad, like at one point they really don't give a fuck. And if you could,
I mean, I don't think it's that they don't give a fuck.
Let me finish.
Okay.
I was just thinking like they really don't give a fuck. Okay, so if that's the case, then what is the point? What is the point of fucking worrying or thinking about anybody feeling some type of way about anything? You know what I'm saying? What?
Good. Okay, try it. I don't think that it's that they don't.
Kind of full.
I don't know. I don't think that it's that they don't give a fuck so much as it's one of them things where everybody got something going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
even though I might give a fuck, I can't stop really. It's like, you know, it's like when you driving, right?
You can't do nothing about it. You can't
Right.
control it.
Well, no, it's like when you, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you driving, right? Like versus when you walking, right? Like, cause it's like, you know, when you driving, you be like looking, but you don't really see what's going on around you for real. You know what I'm saying? Like you see it. It's like I see this building, but like, you know,
The driving vision.
Right.
I call it
You know what I'm
driving
saying?
vision.
Right. You see it, but
Because when you driving and when you have a passenger, the passenger trips out sometimes, even though you know that you're safe and everything's gonna work properly, but that person is not familiar with your driving vision.
right.
And that's just my interpretation. And because you'll be sitting there and I'll be on the freeway, you know what I'm saying? And I can sit there and look at vehicles. You probably know this 100%. You know what I'm saying? Going through the freeway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So some people are like, oh my gosh, but it's like, no, I can see what's going on. It's not the same. You know what I'm saying?
You know, well, that's a very fair point, although it had nothing to do with what I was saying.
It didn't. But I just threw that out there.
I was talking about like how if you know, you could drive down the same street every day, you know what I'm saying, and never see some of the shit you might see when you just stop, right? And you walking, right? Like if you walking, you look, you be like, damn, when they put this restaurant right here? It's just a little Chinese spot off in the tuck, but you would never see it while you driving. So it's not like, oh, I don't care what's around me, but I can't see it because I'm trying to get my shit to where I'm trying to go. So I hear you and I feel you, but I got shit going on too. Like I gotta get my rent paid. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, my boss on my ass, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So I'm feeling for you, you know.
Feeling.
So, you know, but
fuck.
that's why
I feel you, my nigga. Like,
that's why I feel like, you know, it's real important for a lot of people, especially if you got those job benefits and shit. Check out y'all. Go to your benefits hotline and check out their therapy services.
In the hotline.
oh yeah, a lot of jobs got the hotline.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in a lot of cases now, especially now in 2022,
It's mandatory.
they got like that's free. By the way, it's free.
Yep.
Like this should
Toll-free
be
number.
And even if your job don't got it, your state probably got it, or your city probably got it.
There's a way that you can get-
But I'm saying this is for a lot of people. They will have it because, you know, Like if you work any job that's got benefits where they got like health insurance and shit, they have a I'm trying to think what they call that shit. It's like EAP or some shit like that. Where
from what I'm familiar, everybody's a little different depending on what company that they're with. You know what I'm saying?
but
like insurance.
Yeah, all of them.
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. If they got the insurance, like if you got medical, dental, etc.
Right.
They're gonna have. It's some line they gotta have or something like that.
TRICARE will have a certain hotline called a hotline or an emergency line. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, toll free of charge, whatever the case may be. This one might be, the acronym that you stated. You know what I'm saying? But it's all the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and even if they don't have that, they still might have some shit where you can go seek like a therapist or some shit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, because you can tell them what your symptoms or what you're feeling, and they can go accordingly to that situation.
No, for sure. And like I say, tap into that, because these people are there to like what I'm getting at is, mental health is very important, and your people should check on you, your friends, but they're not gonna be to the same degree as what you can get, through one of those therapy services.
Yeah, because you only gonna tell them certain shit.
Right.
Like you're not gonna
you're not gonna be as candid, stuff like that. And the other part of that is, every time stuff like this happen, people go check on your people, man. And it's like
you saying that,
right?
But even then, he's only gonna tell you certain shit.
And that's what I'm getting at, because it's not as a friend.
This nigga talked to his grandpa, bro.
Right. It's not my
the day before.
Right. It's not gonna be. It's not my burden to try to figure out if you're suicidal. Right. That shouldn't be on.
Because again, if
you're a friend.
Right. Because if you're gonna do something like that, and if you're really about that shit, you're gonna fucking do it.
You're gonna do it.
Right. You're not gonna look for a fucking pity party. Right. You're not gonna look for fucking a long paragraph of shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna do that. If that's the case, then this is the last case, and we know this because of how many endings we had never knew.
Right.
We never knew.
Right.
We saw signs maybe because we know the ending.
But
if you look back, it doesn't.
See, even when you talk like some people do this shit and they don't even have debt. Like it don't be no
right. No, I agree. But I'm just saying some people.
I know some people that's just like it's situational. So it's like everything. Everything will be fine.
That to me, that's like the Joker.
Then something bad will happen. Yeah, and it's like suicidal.
Yeah. But to me, that's
you know what I'm saying. So it won't be nothing in between.
Right.
Like they was cool. Oh damn! Like she would fly fuck. Boyfriend break up with him. Next thing you know,
out of there.
Yep.
So it wasn't nothing too. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I say, man, people gotta check out these hotlines and stuff like that, because like it's very much so valid to say, hey, friends check on your people and stuff, but as a friend, you talk to people every day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Antoinette, she used to like a couple months ago, she was volunteering for like a hotline out here where she would talk to people. You could either text or fucking call in. Right. And she was like, bro, like, this shit is a lot. Right. But it was some shit that I'm like, bro, like, if you willing to do that, like, that made me respect her like a little bit more, bro. Cause like, I'm just sitting there like, I'm chilling, nigga. And she's sitting beside me like on the computer or on the phone. Like, talking.
I mean, this wasn't no job. It was just some volunteer shit.
Yeah, it's just some volunteer shit. You know what I'm saying? Every other Saturday or whatever, you know what I'm saying? 4 hours. You might be sitting there for a little bit, and then a call or a text come in, and you talking.
I ain't got it in me, man. Right. Look, man, I don't know.
I was working at that's why I respected her so much, because I don't know if I could.
Yeah, like I don't got that in, man. I remember.
Because even if you hang up the phone and you like, I'm good, like. You might not be good.
I don't like getting into it, because I feel, like I say, I feel shit like For real though. So,
Yeah.
but I just don't read. I ain't gonna read no posts. But like, if you talking to me, I'ma feel you. Like, I can't deal with the crying and shit, right? But if you just telling me some shit, I can feel it. Like, you know, I remember when I was working at the mortgage company and dude was in the California fires. So we called him and we like, you good? You know, he like, nah, not really. Like, I'm in the hospital. I had cancer, so
Shit.
I had to go back to the hospital. But my house got burned down, and the dog got burned up in the fire. And he was just explaining like how he watched his dog like burn to death. He could hear him screaming. And it's like, man, imagine you just doing that. Who the fuck I'ma call? Cause when I get done with this shit, where the hotline is, I gotta dial back into that bitch as soon as I clock out. I take that motherfucking headset off, pick my phone right up. Hey, yeah, I need to talk to y'all. Cause goddamn, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. Like, shout out to anybody that can. It's certain jobs I just know I couldn't do. Like, that hospice care shit. I can't do that shit, boy. I can't go in and work every day watching niggas die. And that's like my job. Like, niggas are gonna die.
I watched a video where there's hospice people, like, what's the most common thing that they usually hear from people that died, like their last words? And it's usually they, like, regret, like, something. You know, like, something of whatever it was. Or something.
Like what?
Like, one person was like, I regretted that I didn't date somebody back, whatever. One person was like, I regretted that I didn't divorce my wife. Another person regretted, like, fucking,
damn,
I
imagine
regretted
getting
that I
that.
didn't murder somebody. Like, it was a whole bunch of different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I was just like, and then supposedly there's people that is hired that they give, like, last confessionals. So, like, I hire you and fucking I tell you all my shit, and then fucking
Follow the
at
podcast.
funeral, you can fucking get everything off your chest. You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
seen a
like,
video like last week where they was like a dude played a video while they was putting him in the ground, bro. It wasn't even like at the funeral where niggas is in the church.
Yeah.
This nigga was getting put in the ground and he was just roasting everybody.
Wait, he had like recorded himself?
You ever seen the Boondocks where the nigga was like, these nuts, nigga? Like, it was
Oh my goodness.
and they couldn't do nothing but laugh, really, because it was that nigga, bro. Like, that shit was funny as hell.
No, that's cold blooded. That's funny though. But nah, yeah, I couldn't do that shit. For boy, I'm coming in every day, and it's like, like, you know what I'm saying? Cause not only do they be like dying, but sometimes them motherfuckers don't even be like. I know my mama was in hospice. I seen her. That motherfucker was like 75 pounds. So it was like, you looking at a motherfucking,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, skeleton type shit. You got to come in, bath the motherfuckers, and you just waiting on them to die. They breathing hard and barely, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, hell no, ain't no way, boy. That shit right there, yeah. I'm gonna be on the next watch for sure. Like, it be certain shit, I just be like, nah. Like, I
That ain't a
can't.
job for me.
But,
Yep.
no, you know, speaking of that, you know, as far as jobs go, that's something people need to really evaluate too. Like, if you don't like what you're doing, go do something else. I know that's like easy to say,
Yeah, right.
harder
right.
to do, but
Right.
man, you gotta take the harder way, man, cause this
Great
shit there,
reward.
yeah, that shit there, kill a
Great
nigga, bro.
reward.
You just come and doing that same shit. That's what a lot of shit be, bro. Like,
Yep.
people be feeling so monotonous, right? And mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like every day they go do the same thing. And it's like, so in their head it's like, fuck it,
Routine.
like, right? Like,
Routine.
fuck it. This is all I'm living for anyway. It's
Right.
like, nah, nigga, go to school, go out, go pick up, bro, go do something.
Right.
Go start a soccer team, nigga. I don't care. Go do something. Like, yeah. Like,
Anything.
before you know what I'm saying, cause people be like me, man. Nah, man. I get into a hobby faster than a motherfucker. Boy, I get into some shit so fast. Don't let me get bored. Hell no, boy.
Yeah.
I'ma figure it out. I'ma start learning something. You gonna come in this motherfucker. I'm gonna be playing the bagpipes, nigga. Fuck that, nigga. Come what the fuck? When he started doing that? And that's the next week you see me, I'm on the accordion, nigga. I don't care, nigga. I'm not ever gonna I'm never gonna get to a point where I feel complacent in my life. Like, that's my main focus. The niggas like, you know, money, this, that, and the third, like, you know, a nigga hustle for money, all of that. That's cool, right? I'm looking for. I do all of that for that. Like, I don't do it for.
Like, nigga, I just learned how to do
Right.
this. Like,
Right. I don't do it for the money. I do it for the opportunities that money afford.
Right.
And by way of experiences I could have.
Right.
Shit I could go see.
Yeah.
Places I could go be.
Things that will
Right.
last longer than the
Right.
money that I spent.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, this what I do it for.
Right.
Fuck her. Like, that's how yeah. Like, man, I wouldn't give a fuck if I made $100 million and I spent every dollar. Matter of fact, if I made $100 million when I die, if it wasn't for generational wealth plans, nigga, I want to be at zero.
Right.
I want to spend this shit all, boy. I want to say I spent $100 million, nigga. What did you do? No, you made $100 million, no,
well, I
nigga.
got kids, so I would probably
No, but that's why I
leave
said
them some.
That's why.
Right.
No. That's why I said, you know, of course, you know, I mean, within reason. But I'm saying, if
For
it
your
was
situation,
Right,
right,
like
now,
I'm saying,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You got
right, like I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, I'm not even saying like I would do that for real, because you know, I got people, I got family, you know what I'm saying.
Right,
We gotta
right,
leave
right,
that shit
right,
to somebody,
right.
you know what I'm saying. But I'm saying,
some of it.
I'm saying,
I'm just to live it up with the rest.
Right,
nigga.
right. That's what I'm saying. In a metaphorical sense, though,
Right.
or as like a grandiose gesture of thought in my imagination, yeah, I would, yeah.
Something.
I'd rather.
Nigga, I did
wanna take it
everything.
right. I
that
want to go to the
wanted
bank and get all that shit in cash. And I'm a blow every dollar, bitch. I'm gonna have $100 million every day. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna piss off some money, nigga. Every goddamn day. I wish I would keep this
Hey,
shit.
build me a money chair.
Right.
there.
Right.
I want to feel like Lil Wayne
right.
when he was in there.
Right, you feel me? I'm gonna piss on this shit every day. Cause like you just said, when them niggas was in hospice, you said everything nigga regret.
Yeah.
One thing a nigga never regretted.
Yeah.
I wish I had made more
Big.
money.
Yeah.
I wish I had saved an extra 100,000. Nigga, I'm about to die. Nigga, nobody don't care about no money. They care about, oh, I wish I would have dated that bitch. I wish I would have divorced my wife. Right.
I wish I was a baller.
Right.
I wish I...
Right. You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Right. You feel me? They gon' think about that. Nobody never think about no goddamn money. When they finna die, you don't think about. You think, damn, my kids, damn, my whatever. Nigga ain't thinking, damn.
The ketamine and the DMT kick in.
Right. Did I close that
Start
chaser?
seeing
I showed.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga finna get in a car wreck right for the last flight flash for your eyes. You go.
Like, damn, I owe them credit cards. Like,
Did I
nigga, no,
Fuck
nigga.
that shit, nigga.
Did I close that chase account?
Nah.
No, nigga, never.
Oh shit!
Right. Right. Never, nigga, never.
That's exactly what you were thinking. Oh shit!
Right. You know what I'm saying? But what's so crazy about that is, you know, I was saying that because, you know, tying it all back in. When I was talking about the back then to now shit, and I was saying I don't think it's no different because, you know, when the stock market crashed in 1929, boy, it was raining niggas.
Yeah, straight up. Straight up.
I'm talking about millionaire niggas that went to zero just jumping straight out the high rise, just
Yep.
pimp die.
Yep. And that's not even talking about the CEOs.
Right.
That
That wasn't the
have
last
all-
time either.
Right, that's what I'm
But
saying.
But in between from then to fucking now, they don't even talk about really public. Well, they do publicly, but you don't see it.
Oh, it's gonna
advertised
happen
like that,
again.
Where,
Niggas gonna be out
where
there.
CEOs are fucking offing themselves off of a situation or trying to evade this. You know what I'm saying? How many crypto that
Right.
been killed in the
Like
last
4 or
fucking
5?
2 weeks?
That shit right there. I mean, I don't
You know
think
what
that's
I'm
got
saying?
nothing to
Like-
do with. I don't think that's got nothing to do with suicide though, cause like
No. I'm
that
just saying,
shit is
with
too
some whole other
suspect.
shit that's going on.
Yeah,
that shit is
suspect,
too suspect. Like
Oh damn.
fumble. That's a big fumble too. But you know, I don't think that shit got nothing to do with nobody really. You know what I'm saying?
But when you say that fucking the start stock market crash and people start jumping out the windows because they were losing everything, you know what I'm saying? Some people owing people money, you know what I'm saying? Because they loaned or they borrowed
Right.
money against, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And because of that, they killed themselves because
Right.
they were going to get killed or they were going to, you know, something's going to happen to their family. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
you know, well, you got that for sure, but see, in those situations, that still got like some merit, because it's like I'm finna kill myself because you niggas not about to ice pick my kneecaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, but right,
like you know what I mean? I ain't just
Are
like
you coming to get me?
right,
Nah,
like
fuck
no,
that,
yeah,
nigga.
like nigga, I'm going out my way, boy.
I know what type of nigga you
Right,
is.
right,
Like, I'm
you
gonna
feel
just
me?
go ahead.
Y'all niggas not about to give me no Colombian necktie, boy. I'm out today. Y'all have a good one. You hear?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
only way.
Right, you feel me?
Y'all coming? All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that one there, that's a little different, cause yeah, boy, you not about to come and
You
stuff.
didn't catch you be like this, be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, that be no nigga coming come to your crib, stick a broom handle in your ass. Nah, I'm straight, bro.
In too deep.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, man. Actually, thank you. By the time y'all get here, I will have been dead for several hours. Y'all have a good one though. I appreciate you coming by, but unfortunately, you just missed me. Like, fuck you, man. That's a little different. Now, I'm just talking about people that
Yeah.
base
Right.
their sole value in life was tied to a dollar or something tangible that wasn't just life. Like, I'm the type of nigga, man, whether this shit going good or it's going bad, I love life, bro. Like, nigga, everybody be like, seem like they in a rush to die, and it's like, you ain't got to rush.
time is time.
You don't know when it's coming.
Right, right.
Right,
You rushing and be here till
Right.
105.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
right. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to
Fucking right.
you ain't got to rush though, cause even if you hit to 105, one thing for sure, you gon' die.
Yep. It's official.
As soon as you were born, I can guarantee you one thing:
You're gonna die.
you gon' die.
Yep.
I don't know what else gonna happen to you,
Yep.
but I know you gon' die.
Yep. One way
So
or another.
right, so you know what I'm saying. Everything in between there is like gravy to me. Like, that's why I say I never looked at it like, I never felt like that, because it's like the highs and the lows. Like, it's, man, this shit is, you know what I'm saying. This is all a part of it. Like, that's your story. You feel me? Like, your story is whatever happened, nigga. Like niggas, you know what I'm saying, nigga. I go broke, I might rob a nigga. Fuck it. That's my story. You feel me? Like, nah, I'm not. No, nigga. Dying was never the option, boy. We gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And with it being tied to this capitalistic society, it's like everything's tied on whether or not you up. If you can't buy no Balenciaga, then you not happy. Like,
Yeah.
man, I'll be in some Walmart specials, boy. Happy as a clam, nigga. I walk around this bitch in plastic bags and be gooder than a bitch, cause I'm alive, boy.
Yeah.
Like, no cap. Like, niggas be like, oh, no, like, life is nothing, bro. All them motherfucking billionaires be on their deathbed wishing for one thing. Life, nigga.
Yep.
They give a fuck about them billions. Nigga died on a yacht wishing he could buy a kidney. That's why human trafficking and shit so fucking prevalent right now. These niggas out here on the black market trying to get a kidney to replace that bullshit they did to their spleen or whatever the fuck that is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And they doing whatever they can. They trying to drink babies, like, you know the conspiracy theory shit. They drinking baby blood and shit. All that shit about the same thing though. Niggas trying to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a message for niggas that's like maybe feeling like that if you listening or something. Like, don't be in no rush to die, man. Like, shit shit tough, but it could always be tough. No, cause like I tell a nigga all the time, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on, for me as a man, you can add whatever the situation is. This is how I make myself feel better about it. Don't care what the situation is. Lose your job. You your girlfriend cheat on you. Whatever.
It's bound to happen.
I go, well, I could be getting fucked. Right? Imagine losing your job and then a nigga come to your house and just rape you. No, nigga, like, whoa, that sucks. Like, it could always be worse.
Yeah. For sure.
It could always be worse. That's how it was. I was a crack. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a crackhead. I'm a crack baby. I'm living in the poorest place. But my uncle ain't coming in my room every night. Cause it's a nigga somewhere that's a crack baby in a poor place and he getting fucked. It ain't so bad over here. That's always been my rationale. Like that simple phrasing has helped me through so many things in life. The sheer fact that no one has decided to put a dick in my ass means life is okay. Like, in my mind. You understand? In my mind. Now, that's not no knock to nobody, you know, I ain't talking like that. You know, whatever you into, that's what you into. You know, I personally don't like penis. So, for me, that always gets me through a tough day. It's just knowing that ain't nobody fucking me.
Right.
It was a tough day. But I did not have to take a penis. I'm all right. I'll be okay. I'll figure something out. Right? I don't give a fuck if I'm in jail. As long as I ain't get fucked, it wasn't so bad.
Just as long as you figure something out, it's all good.
It's all good. To quote the great Devin the Dude, anything is plenty, man.
Yep.
Anything is right. You know what I'm saying? Anything is plenty, man. I heard that shit, you know, when I was, you know what I'm saying, still trying to figure this shit out. Anything is plenty, man. That one right there stuck with me. It's better than nothing at all.
Yeah.
Anything is plenty, man. It's something.
That nigga's like one of the realest niggas.
Right, you feel me? Like,
Ever. Like,
you ain't the only one who got problems. You ain't the only one that feels pain. Get up off your ass and just solve them. Still got time to try to change. Try the shit again. Cause anything is plenty, man. What? Nigga, yeah. Any day of the week, boy. We can do that, yeah.
did you ever go to any of those Devin shows with us?
I think I went to one. Yeah, I did. Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's like one of my favorite niggas, bro. Like,
For sure. Cool ass nigga too. Smoke with you.
yep.
Yep.
While he performing,
Yeah.
after the show,
Yeah.
that nigga taking pictures. That nigga.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that's why I say they're great. You know, because a nigga don't gotta get Grammys and he ain't gotta be the #1 selling artist in the world.
Nope. That nigga definitely legendary. That
Right,
nigga
to
done
have
had
made an
songs
impact,
for
right.
everybody. That nigga-
Just off of being a real cool ass nigga, nothing else. Niggas ain't even charging them for the feature. They just getting on the song. Cause hey, bro, every time I heard you, bro, you was on some real cool shit. Just some real, hey man, smoking, have a smile, man. Type shit. I can fuck with that. Who really mad at
Man,
that?
when that nigga made
I
a
don't give a
song
fuck.
about Boo Boo and bro, I was like, bro, like you
Right.
gotta be one of the
Right,
niggas that's.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like you, that nigga is at pure nirvana. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, on the cover that nigga had the newspaper.
You know what I mean?
like one of the like first like real stoner artists. Like,
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, you know, in a world where everybody's like a tough ass nigga that's standing there, he just like, nah, I'm just a nigga.
Yeah.
How y'all doing? Feeling all right? I'm feeling pretty cool. Have a good day. Thank you, Devin. That was nice. So I'm saying, like, right, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, like,
Yeah.
like, I don't give a fuck if you the toughest, streetest nigga in the world. You can't be mad at the nigga like Devin the dude. He come in, it's like, what's up, bro? Cause I ain't no gangsta ass nigga. I ain't none of that. Right.
At least one or two, three, depending on the person, minimum. You have your morning ritual or whatever you do before you go to the place that you have to reside at for X amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And some of those songs are those songs that are okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let me go ahead and throw one of these on
Right.
because it's feeling like this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And if you sad, man, I invite you to go listen to some Devin the Dude. I think that
that's what I'm
just
saying.
might.
Like, if it's not in the list, of
That,
shit,
right.
that's
That just might be
predetermined
what your
of
life is
situations
missing.
that you dealt with.
Yep.
Like, I mean,
You know, just might be. You know?
Show him what that pussy made for.
Right.
Doom, 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 doom.
hard today.
Huh?
Man.
So what? Oh no, just make sure it's recording.
You know, that only happened.
Well, no, I'm talking about like the audio. Make sure that shit.
That's crazy because it's been a good to where that
No, I'm traumatized.
yeah, because that was
Nah, nigga. You know how many nigga? That shit. It happened in the beginning, but it wasn't like it happened once, nigga. That shit
I
happened
agree. Yeah.
several times, and not just like me. Sometimes be hey, actually, this was not recording at all.
Yeah.
We got the audio. I have no clue where the video is at. Or, yeah, hey, you know those last 4 hours we was talking? We ain't got none of it. All right, see you next week, buddy. Like, what the fuck? They don't even
like, subscribe.
Right.
That nigga lost like 4
Right.
episodes.
Right, you feel me? Like, right.
When that nigga computer fucked up, like,
Right,
all the mishaps and
Right.
shit that the nigga.
Now, what the fuck you talking about here? I'm a little back, nigga. I need to make sure. I need to see it.
The nigga done learned.
Right. I need to see it. Every so often, it's like, hey, we having a good time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was on it. He been checking. He be
Wait a minute.
right.
We having too good a time. What the fuck? Let me make sure. You know, fuck that.
I'm good, right? Like, that hoe still red? Yeah.
Right.
I do it every now and
right.
then, bro. Like, is that
I gotta
hoe still red?
know. I gotta know.
When the
I
hell
see
start
you look back
flashing, I
at this
start
one,
looking
bro.
over there a
Yeah,
little bit more.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gotta know, bro. You know, man. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, like I said, mental health is very important. Check with your people, but to your people, make sure that you know what I'm saying, you trying to take some steps to help you, cause people don't know, they don't care, they just can't see it. They got stuff going on in their life. People just don't it don't work like that, you know. You gonna have to be the person, cause it just don't work like that. Like, I don't wake up and wonder, hey, which one of my friends might be feeling suicidal today? That's not how life works. Like,
Right.
you know, if I get an inkling, I see a post or something, I might hit you like, hey, bro, that shit was kind of weird. You just posted. You good? Like, but other than that, man, I'm trying to figure this shit out too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just like you. So we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't keep saying, hey, check on your people, man. Your people, man. Your people is your people, man. Check. Who checking on them, if that's the case? I'm running around checking on everybody, and it's like, nah, man. We gonna have to, you know, I think the better phrasing is, hey, man, check with your people, man. I check on your people. How about you check with your people, man? So if you're not feeling good, you're not, talk to somebody, let somebody know something, man. Cause this not you know, not getting on nobody, but this they should have checked on me shit nobody thinks like that, man. No one's unless you just got a morbid sense of reality. No one's running around wondering who's gonna kill themselves.
Right.
No one.
It's always like, oh shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that it's like nobody, because people like to see the best in people.
Right.
People like to,
Yeah.
think of people as happy and
Yeah.
et cetera. Ain't nobody running around here trying to figure out
If you feeling suicidal at the time.
you know what I'm saying?
Unless we had a conversation about it.
Right.
It was like, oh, well then, if you're feeling like this and you don't want to do nothing about it, now I feel obligated to go ahead and say something to somebody else because I can't have that on my hands.
Right.
That's not.
You know what I'm saying? It's
what
not
I'm
a
saying?
thing.
It's not my responsibility for that. So.
It's never gonna be a thing like that for real.
Yeah.
Like, all we know is what we know and what we trying to get accomplished,
Yep.
Yeah. And that shit only gonna get worse, man. Cause outside of the people that you follow, you following somebody that's on. Whether them niggas funny or whether them niggas is doing whatever, when them niggas is posting shit where they doing something, like you gonna see it and you gonna be like, I'm not doing that shit.
Even when niggas be posting this shit, niggas be trying to post through the pain. Niggas be at the club, sad than a bitch, boy.
Or you might be following like a blog and they posting rap shit and you like, I'm living this shit right now and this nigga ain't.
Right.
I think a lot of it is just a facade. Like,
It
you
is.
know what I'm saying?
It's a whole different picture now.
Right. There's only so much that you can post to where it's like it's just you're just taking away the real because you're not telling the truth for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? Like when I've learned as it comes to certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Like when you find out like certain people that have millions of followers and this and that, and then they just got arrested or got charged with murder or da-da-da, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck just happened here? Like, they just named 20 motherfuckers, and I didn't know none of them, and I may have seen one, you know what I'm saying, in the scroll, but like, oh shit, like I didn't know this person was locked up in prison now for like 20 years because they were doing this scam shit. This person fucking murdered this person, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, the fuck is going on here? Like, that's fucking wild. Nah. I just...
Shit do be wild, man. So, that's what I would say to that. Let's change gears, R.I.P. to Twitch again, man. R.I.P. to, what's his name? You said Mike Leach?
Mike Leach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the creators of the air raid offense. You know what I'm saying? Nigga changed the game of football on like all levels. Cause you know how football used to be like, hey, we gonna run the ball and you know what I'm saying, we got a good ass defense and shit.
Right.
Like he was a college coach. So like he was a college coach, you know what I'm saying? Started really shining in like the early 2000s and shit. It's like spreading the ball out, you know what I'm saying? Quarterbacks that got a strong arm throwing a deep ball and shit like that. So one of the rivals, you know what I'm saying? You know I'm a Texas fan, and he was a coach at Texas Tech for a minute, you know what I'm saying? When he died, he was still coaching. He was at Mississippi State. He was at Texas Tech before.
How old was he?
61.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah.
So what he had? He must have had like a heart
he had
condition.
like a heart condition, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say it had to be something.
I think they had
that's still pretty young.
a game before. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, at his home, he had, like, some complications. They took him to the hospital, and, like, the next day he passed away.
I knew it was something like that. 61 is just not that old,
Right.
People always talking like, oh, you in your 30s, you old. Bro, so much life to live, man.
Yeah.
30-something, 40-something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just keep going up.
Hell, even 50-something, it's still, you still expect it, just on average, another 20, 25 years.
Yeah. Nick Saban still going strong.
You
Like,
know what I'm
niggas,
saying? Like,
and I think he, like, in his 70s.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and that's not just the rich man or the poor man, I know My grandma was in her 80s. Her sister was in her 90s. Like, her sister was in her 90s. Like,
Bob Barker just turned fucking 99.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn.
right. So imagine if.
And that nigga got punched in Happy Gilmore like 30 years ago.
Right.
And he was old then.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But imagine if that nigga was 50 talking about, it's like, boy,
You
that was
still
dead. Right, that was 50 years ago, nigga.
Oh, 49 years
Right,
left.
like,
and still counting.
right, that was 50 years ago at this point down there. Like, well, that nigga
Half
turned
of what
50.
you just said. You know what I'm saying? Like in the year time, you was like,
Right.
oh.
Imagine at 30 talking about I'm old, and now you 99.
Right.
60 years ago, you was talking about you getting old.
Yeah. You still here, nigga.
Yep.
Right, like, you
Yeah.
feel me? Like, fuck is niggas talking about, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, nah, man. Speaking of time,
Oh yeah. So when they was talking about Mike Leach, right? They were saying like 3 of the Heisman candidates this year is from like his lineage of like people that came from coaching under him.
right,
Like now they head coaches somewhere and now they doing it big.
right.
And like the week before, I was seeing niggas talk about Dion like, hey, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 this nigga done sold out or this nigga ain't holding it down. I thought he was supposed to be blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what do you want niggas to do, man? The whole time he done had this job in Jackson State, he been saying, I'm finna show y'all how this shit go. I'm finna put on, I'm finna show y'all niggas what's up, and I'm gonna elevate through this shit. And when he did it, niggas got mad, bro. Niggas was not feeling that shit. Oh, bro, I thought you was supposed to be blah, blah, blah. Like, you only been there 3 years. So niggas got mad.
Never once did I say they're gonna put a tombstone with my name on it in Jackson State, so I want no die here. Y'all know that. Everything I said I would do, I did. Everything I said I wanted.
I've never seen this before.
I know
I
this
tried my darndest to make it happen.
one day ago.
We've exceeded, I think, expectations in some realm. But when I don't fit into someone else's plan and purpose, now there's ridicule. But you forgot about my plan and God's purpose. That's where the dysfunction comes. I reached a point where I said to myself, we're going to go out there and recruit another great class in TC Will. And we're going to win again. So at what point do we keep dominating that you don't get mad at us for dominating? Because it's a level of dominance where you start to turn. And I felt that. You start to get tension from our own people because you're dominant. You start saying, well, that's Brian. He can recruit that. We ain't got that. We don't have this. Remember the last night? You're 4 and 5 stars. Yeah. Because we recruit them and they sign. But it comes a time that that's not what it's all about for me. I'm a winner. I've always won. I'm going to win. Y'all know that. You done your homework. But it's bigger than that. It's about increasing enrollment. It's about the safety of students. It's about going to the next level, not just in football. I would love to go to another conference. Is the rest of the school ready? Is the baseball team ready? Is the basketball team ready? Or just the football team? So you make it just about football, and it's not just about football to me. It's about our trainers and kids that the fire alarms may go off and not being turned off at 3:15 in the morning. It's about people that may not have the proper safety on the campus that they should. I'm not just talking about Jackson State, I'm talking about everywhere. So the things that I want to accomplish, I can't do it by just being a darn football coach and winning games. I can't do it. And I reached a point where I had a real conversation with the Lord. And it's funny how you believe the Lord when he said to come here, but you don't believe me. But I tell you, the Lord may tell me otherwise. It's like my God is talking to you about me. I don't think he works like that. But it's so much more that I can't do that's not my occupation. I'm a football coach and a darn good one. And name one thing in football that we haven't accomplished that I said we would. But it's bigger than that. And until we address these underlying issues that nobody wants to talk about, ain't not gonna change. Football, yes. But what else is gonna change? And I'm gonna change aging. That's what it's all about to me. Because I'm not just attached to the football players, equipment persons, the trainers, the academic persons, everybody on campus. When we leave, you're gonna find out what all we did. Because they don't really talk about the positivity of them until we go. You'll find out what all we did with Jackson State and all we wanted to do with Jackson State. I just pray to God that in all that get some understanding on change and where change really starts. And it does not start in the football department. So that was good.
Man, bro.
I'm calling.
That solidified it.
I'm
for me.
calling Cap. I'm calling Cap. Let me send you this video so you can post it so that people can see it too. I put it in the group chat. You know, I'm calling Cap, man. Here's why, bro. I hear the shit a nigga saying, right? I fuck with him, right? I won't never take nothing away from what Dion did.
That solidified for me. Like,
I won't
from
take nothing away
what
from
he
what
been saying the
Dion
last
did
couple years.
at Jackson State. None of that. But people see Dion should probably run for a seat in office. I know Herschel Walker didn't make it. Thank God they didn't let that stupid motherfucker in. But Dion, he remind me of what Herschel Walker think he is, right? Cause that motherfucker know how to talk. And he can spin some shit however he want to spin it, whenever he need to spin it. Here's what I mean. If you felt that way, if you felt how you just felt right then, why we didn't get a video about it until you decide you want to go to this PWI? If you felt like it was stuff that needed to be changed, and you felt like it was stuff that we could help change, and you wanted to get it changed, then why didn't you talk about it until we got to this PWI?
I think he been kind of saying that shit, bro. Like with the shit where when niggas tried to blame him for the NIL shit, like it was him and Nick Saban. It wasn't him and nobody else. Like, and that nigga stood his ground and was like, nigga, fuck y'all, bro. Like, I'm out here doing me, nigga. You can't blame me for your misfortunes, nigga. Your team trash. Like, fuck you. Like, and that nigga been saying, like, hey, I'm in this bitch to show y'all what we can do for opportunity. You know what I'm saying? His opportunity is he went to Jackson State. He's taking some of them coaches with him.
He took one person.
Bro, but he left them in a good state.
No, he took one person, and then he took Mississippi Valley head coach. He took the Kent State head coach with him, etc. And make no mistake, this is coming from a place, you gotta understand, bro. I see he got like the munchies, but
I didn't eat fucking Wendy's before I got here. I'm sorry.
man,
I'm just saying.
not too
I
much
knew I was gonna eat when I was on the podcast.
not too much on the cuisine, but no, bro.
My bad. It was apple cider.
When Dion, when Dion,
I'm just sipping on this apple juice.
nah, this right here. This is a Cadillac margarita.
Master hat.
But no, the shit he just said, that was a day ago. This newest shit, right? At the Celebration Bowl conference. Is literally the antithesis of the stuff he said when he first got that job. When he first put that Jackson State hat on, what did Dion say? Dion said the Lord told him to come here. He said, I'm not doing it just for a job. I'm doing it to change HBCUs culture-wise. HBCUs.
He did that.
No. Let me.
Eddie
finish.
George is now.
I don't recall.
Coach.
Do you recall me
Like,
asking a question, or was I making a statement? It's prime time here. I'm prime time.
I filled in.
You know what I'm saying? But so, right? The Lord told me to tell you that.
He didn't leave it the same, nigga.
No, bro. That wasn't the mission. The mission for Dion said, I'm here to show you HBCUs can be just as good, just as competitive, just as high level as any of these PWIs.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't see where he didn't do that because it's
Right.
niggas
Jackson
in high
State-
school right now that's
Jackson
saying
State-
I'm willing to.
They was coming to Jackson State because of Dion prowess. Let's not kid ourselves.
Even if they wasn't going to Jackson State, like the niggas that be hooping,
Hey,
that's
brother,
talking.
Hey brother, I'm talking.
All right, that's
I'm
cool.
talking. Skip.
I disagree.
Let me finish.
Nigga.
Let me finish. Skip.
You can paint that all you want
Skip.
to, nigga. but-
Skip. Now skip. No, we don't need that, right? I'm saying what I'm saying, and you say what you say. You know what I'm saying? The man said that he was gonna do this for the betterment of HBCUs. Dion had a 4-year contract. He didn't even complete the 4-year contract. Now, keep in mind, this is where God told him to do. God told him to come to HBCUs and change HBCU culture forever. Right? Dion, 3 years, 2 SWAC championships. Make no mistake. Nothing about that is unprecedented. Jackson State went 11-0. Kudos on that. Jackson State got 19 championships. Dion got 2. You understand? He didn't change nothing. What about that is changing Jackson State culture? They had 17 championships before you got there. I'm sorry. What did I miss something? No. That didn't elevate them. That didn't put them on a new playing field. Now, elevation would have looked something like them changing conferences as an HBCU. Instead of just dominating the SWAC, them going to a different level conference, maybe a
I
Pac.
think he kind of touched on that.
Maybe
video,
a Pac, right? Maybe a Pac-10.
That's not really in his control,
Right. No, well, from what he was doing and what he had the ability to do, yes, it was.
I mean, that nigga's not an athletic director.
Niggas can get a lot accomplished when they want to. And we know this. The reality is Dion used Jackson State as a springboard to launch his career into being a Power 5 coach. He started off, he wanted to coach for Florida State. Florida State said, you got me fucked up. Laughed him out the building. Let's talk about it.
So he goes and coaches a team that's 1-11 this year.
No, right.
That's what he.
No.
That's the challenge that he's taking on.
No. This happened before that, right? Because that team that was 1-11, when he said he wanted to coach, they also didn't want him.
I'm talking about Colorado.
I know the team that was 1-11 when he said he wanted to coach, they also didn't want him. They didn't. The only person that wanted Dion, HBCU. Now, he went to Jackson State, put together a decent run for the first season. Second season came out their gates smashing. Third season, big dog status. Hey, Dion, been looking at the tapes. We like what you've been doing. Want to see if you want to come on down here and use some of your talents with us. You fly the coop. You went from a winning HBCU to a historically bad PWI. God told you to change the culture of HBCUs. Now you're saying God told you to do something different. Damn, God, fickle as fuck.
Nah, really.
Nah, bro. You can
Because
cap.
niggas is still talking about.
Bro, you can cap all you want, bro. That man going to coach at, bro, Colorado ain't won a fucking thing in 30 years. A fucking thing.
I agree. Them niggas was trash. And still trash.
No, not they trash last. No, they historically bad. Nigga, last time Colorado won something, I was still in my daddy nutsack. Yeah, this ain't highlights. That's gray hair.
Yeah, I think the running back was like Rashawn Salam or
Right.
some shit like that.
Cordell Stewart was there.
That nigga played for the Bears.
Right. What is we talking about? That's where he went. That's where he left Jackson State to go. And let's not kid ourselves here. Because Deion push all these narratives and people fall for it. Because like I say, he charismatic. I get it. He can talk well. But y'all out y'all rabbit ass mind if you think Deion actually going to be a coach at one of these Power 5 for real. These premier Power 5s. These blue bloods. You think Deion going to get a job at Florida? No. You think Deion going to take Nick Saban's job? Is you out your mind?
I don't know this college football, but I know Trump was the president at one point. I'm just saying, anything's possible.
Was Trump a white man?
Yeah, but
Okay.
you never know.
What's the likelihood of Kanye West doing it?
Yeah, it's fucking
Not quite the same.
no, not at all.
Not quite the same. Like, let's be real here.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
Pardon me.
Won't
I'm not
be
saying it like
surprised.
I'm not saying it in a negative light. Like,
No, I dig what you're saying.
I wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
wish
right,
him well on his endeavors, but let's not kid ourselves here. We know the play. It's been 12 black coaches in all of Power 5 schooling history since the 70s. 12. Deion makes 12. So Deion ain't broke no barriers. Deion ain't like the shit that he keeps selling about, oh, well, he finna expand and now it's time to elevate and put coaches in position. Deion ain't broke no goddamn barriers. Deion,
Man, we just got through talking about it, how niggas is 30 and they got 60 more years. That nigga shit ain't over with yet. Let us see what this
Deion
nigga
ain't
do
broke.
with it, man.
Deion,
Like,
I'm not saying, we're talking about right the fuck now. And I'm not saying that what he won't do.
Right.
I'm not saying what he's not gonna do. I said that he has not. He has not. What he will do, who the fuck knows? Maybe he go to Colorado, he turn them around, and then they go beat Nick Saban in the national championship. Not likely, but maybe. Who the fuck knows,
Nick
right?
Saban ain't going to no more national championships. His shit is done for.
Nigga, but forgot who Nick Saban is. All right, but we gonna keep going, man. I'm not.
They not in the playoffs this year, so I don't think that.
I'm not.
And that nigga been on the edge for the last couple years. So you come to a point where you Tom Brady, my nigga, and you just don't got it no more, bro.
I'm gonna just nigga talking about Nick Saban like Nick Saban ain't Nick Saban. Worth of me,
Let's see what he do next year.
right,
Nothing.
bro. It's Nick Saban, dog. I'm not. I hear you, bro, but it's Nick Saban, dog. Like at this point, it's like saying
I hear you, bro, but it's Tom
That's
Brady.
like saying
my nigga.
Bill. That's like saying Belichick ain't got it no more.
For the last couple years, that nigga ain't had it.
Right, because sometimes your recruiting classes, other things don't go as way as you plan. But that's totally different than saying, oh yeah, Nick Saban is completely out of the race. That's what you just said. No, the fuck he ain't. He 1 5-star running back or 1 5-star quarterback away from being back to roll motherfucking tide. Come on, let's be serious here.
And it's about to be 2023, and niggas is like, I'm not fit to play for this old ass nigga.
Bro, niggas ain't doing that. And that was another thing. Where
That
Deion-
nigga been getting beat in a draft in the recruiting class the last like couple years. Like,
I mean, yeah, Deion been making some noise, but you gotta understand where that's concerned. That's gonna happen. One, not only is Deion a black man, but he's fucking Deion Sanders. If you were a kid,
if you a kid, you want to play with niggas that coach how you want to play. Like if you a Steph Curry type nigga and I want to shoot threes, I want to be coached by a nigga that's gonna let me come out here and shoot
It's way
threes,
simpler
nigga.
than that.
If I'm a quarterback and I want to come out here and slang this hoe, I don't want to play for Nick Saban, nigga. I'm finna be Jalen Hurts and I'm finna transfer to Oklahoma where they finna let me let this bitch loose, nigga.
It's simpler than that.
Jalen Hurts played for Alabama for Nick Saban, which is the classic. I'm gonna run the ball. We got a good defense. I'm gonna transfer to Alabama where they finna let me let this bitch loose, and I'm finna go to the NFL where they finna let me let this bitch loose, and I'm finna be the quarterback for the Eagles, and my team is 11 or 12 or 13-1, and I'm an MVP candidate, nigga. Like, you're not finna be that
It's simpler than
with
that.
him right now.
Deion Sanders is Deion
You
Sanders.
age out the game eventually, and
Deion Sanders is Deion Sanders.
he hasn't aged out the game.
Simply put,
It's a fresh mind. It's a
they ain't looking at that, bro. If I'm a kid and Nick Saban walk in my house, got this old ass white man, or fucking Deion Sanders walk in my house, who you think I'm more interested in listening to? 3-time Super Bowl, baseball, fucking Hall of Famer, fucking primetime energetic, talking about this motherfucker walk in there, because Nick Saban can walk in there with the championship rings on. But what he can't do is walk in there with no fucking NFL stats. Now, if I coach football for a nigga like Nick Saban, yeah, cool. He can walk in there with his championship rings on. Or I could go for a nigga that actually did this shit. Not kind of, sort of, did it at the highest level. Right. The biggest, the best. The one. I'm talking about a 17-year-old kid here now. Some 17-year-old black kid from Lithonia, Georgia, right? And fucking prime time walk in your goddamn house. Your mama probably pass out.
Oh, well, thank you for the water.
Right. You feel me? Your mom pass out.
Here, take this.
Your daddy going in the back trying to get old Falcon shirts and shit.
Sign this.
Right, you feel like, come on, bro. Like, Nick Saban walk in there, it's like, how you doing, Mr. Saban? Yeah, we know who you are. Right, like, who gives a fuck? Primetime walk in there smiling and shit. You know, ha, 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 ha. What's up, now? Ha, we see you. How you doing? Hey, what's up with it? Jamal, come here, let me holler at you.
must be the money.
You feel me? Like, let's be real about it. You know what I'm saying?
Montage out of nowhere. He's like,
Now, I'm not saying what you said about Nick Saban and his coaching style, stuff like that, may not work for some, but let's make no mistake. One thing that is true about what Deion is doing, or what is Trio is, you gotta remember, football is 95% African American. If I was gonna come out of school and I want to go to the NFL, and I could talk to a nigga like Deion, who, as much as Nick Saban is that guy, and Alabama gonna put you on Front Street, Deion Sanders got a direct pipeline to the NFL. I'm talking, I called the niggas. Fuck the shit about the scouting day, nigga. I called a nigga and tell him, hey, y'all need to get this nigga. And this is prime time. This is gold jackets. This, you see what I'm saying? This is gold jackets, big rings. Known for the diamond necklaces around. I mean, you know, the gold and the diamonds around the neck and shit. Prime time.
gotta use was it that motor vehicle or
Right.
a little small scooter
Right.
to get around the house?
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm going there for sure. So, and not only that, especially now, you know, that's why I say that's one thing I will say, because now you had an opportunity at Jackson State for sure if you went there under Deion Sanders. But now you're gonna be at a Power 5 school. In the Power 5
Let
conference.
me flex, nigga. Like,
So, right.
let me change this
So-
one to 11 to fucking.
So, any kid is gonna go there because you're playing for Deion Sanders at a Power 5.
that nigga cutting niggas that already committed. No, nigga, you ain't coming here.
Right.
Go somewhere else.
You know what I'm saying?
You looking for something
So,
else.
that's why I say I couldn't agree with that. But that's more so to do with relatability than anything. Nick Saban, like I say, Nick Saban is an old white man, never really played this shit. He know how to coach football. He done won some shit. But if I'm a young nigga and you seen it happen at Alabama, soon as Deion got the job at Colorado, the running back from Alabama fucking hopped on Twitter like, hey, you got a spot in 4K. Like, Nick Saban probably reading that bitch like, what the fuck?
I need that. Like, nigga, you got a spot?
You got a spot for me, Unc? That's what he asked him.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. They told him hop in the portal.
Next day, that nigga was like, the portal booming.
Right.
Let me see what's in here.
Right. They said hop in the portal. Say less. But yeah, that's gonna happen for sure. Cause like I say, he has relatability that Nick Saban just can't replicate. Energetic, fun, black guy that actually is black. Not you know what I'm saying? Not a black guy that you know where I'm going with this. He's an actual black guy. So niggas come from the hood, you know what I'm saying? They come in there, you know, he tell them to take their hat off and shit, but he not scared of them. Right? Fucking police ain't outside the door waiting on a nigga to not like say some shit that the nigga don't like. They get to arguing, he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't gonna, right? You get to yelling at Nick Saban, they fucking call security on your ass. Deion gonna grab you by your fucking shoulder pads. Man, cut that shit out. He not scared of you. He know the plight. He know the struggle. You know what I'm saying? He know the, bro, you not mad. You angry. I get it. You ain't like something. It's how it is, though. Nick Saban, to cut your ass. He's uncoachable. Mm-hmm. Deion, nah, man. Chill out. Hey, why you always doing that? Because he get it. You know? So, like I said, I didn't say all of this to knock on Deion as far as him being a coach, as far as him being able to help other athletes and stuff like that on the path. But when we talking about what he was doing at JSU and what he was supposed to do at JSU, when we talking about the what he did to sell the people on becoming in JSU and all of that, he is not living up to that. And niggas not. Just because a nigga won a couple.
Fuck that. Nipsey said it best, nigga. Everybody can't go.
Just because a nigga won a couple games.
Everybody can't go.
Bro,
Right.
the shit I'm talking
I'm
about.
gonna try to put you on. Like, you might be able to succeed at this level, but you, nigga, everybody.
Bro, what I'm talking about bigger than
it's business.
Yep.
is this bigger than business.
Part of business.
It's
No.
part of business, but you make it.
No, I mean, well, no, anything is
for
part
yourself.
of anything a part of business if
In
you want.
business. Yeah, I could have bought you, but hey, if you stay here, you might be able to keep what I had going on, and I don't have to do this shit. This might be a level that's suited for you. You another level up, nigga.
Right.
You
Out of the whack.
yeah.
Fucking
Now you
fuck.
started. Now you back at the bottom, bro.
Anybody
Like,
want to hear that shit? The nigga coaching fucking Colorado. They was 1-11. Cordell Stewart. Must I remind you niggas? This nigga didn't go to no fucking winning prowess school. Colorado only got a football team because they got a $2.1 billion endowment.
So what you're telling me is it would be a to be continued thing because you would have to see what the next season holds.
Oh, we definitely got to see what the next few seasons hold.
Well, no,
it
yeah,
ain't gonna be an instant.
No, but I'm just saying, like, everybody's gonna be watching. That's a college fan or football fan. That's gonna be,
Oh, for
you
sure.
know, that's gonna be like
Again.
like,
The
what can
spotlight
he do?
is on.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
again,
And then if he go to the
man,
NFL, his niggas gonna be like, oh, this nigga, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Right.
again, man.
'Cause you see
let
the
him turn him
magazines
around and then
all-
they
yeah.
go.
again, man. This is prime time.
Now
bro.
he an NFL candidate and they like, oh, it ain't no black coaches in the NFL, but this nigga prime time he done left college altogether. And like, nigga, is that the argument next? Like, no nigga,
nobody ain't gonna care about that.
niggas
bro.
want to see the progression, bro. This is what niggas
Bro,
want, bro.
you-
Because
bro.
it's not really that many black college coaches, nigga.
Oh,
and niggas is
I'm trying my hardest not to call you a coon.
Right,
I'm really
bro.
trying.
That's cool.
Cause again, this ain't about no fucking Nobody don't care if he stayed at PWI. He can go to $1 million or he can go to the NFL. This was something bigger than it. This was about the advancement of black people, bro.
Yeah, and as
This
a
had
person
nothing
with
to
black
do with-
kids, I'm like, man.
No,
I
nigga, this ain't
kinda
no
wanna push
advancement
my
for black.
kids to
This ain't no advancement for black
go
kids.
to HBCU. Before, nigga, like when I was in high school, bro, and when coaches was like, "Hey, you want?" No, nigga.
Right.
I want to go here. I want to go here. HBCUs was not on the menu,
Right,
nigga.
my point.
But
That's some cool shit.
When now
Why-
he kind of
why-
got me.
Why?
Me and Antoinette talk about like, hey, do we
Why-
kind of
why
want to
do,
push them to
why
go
do-
to HBCUs?
Why do?
now? Like,
Why
no
do?
matter what they doing, no matter what they interest
Why?
is,
Why do
like,
HBCUs?
it opened
exist?
my mind up, bro.
Why do?
It's a whole-
Why do HBCUs exist? Real quick, give them a real quick history lesson. Why do HBCUs exist? You know the answer. Go ahead and say it.
You gotta get niggas something.
No. Why do HBCUs exist? No, you don't know the answer.
I have no idea.
I actually went to a HBCU, so I know.
I have no idea.
Founded in 1901. Yeah, Grambling. The reason HBCUs exist is because historically, black people weren't allowed to go to PWIs. Period. So when people talk about HBCUs versus PWIs and shit, then they talk about it like it's just about a school. Nigga, you wasn't even available to go in there.
Gotcha.
Colorado got a 1.6% black person attendance rating at their school. Guess what that 1% is? The fucking football teams. The basketball team. If you not an athlete, then you not getting your nigga ass in no goddamn Colorado. When you talk about advancement, ain't shit advancing except advancing in white schools. All they do is recruit some fast-ass, 5-star motherfucker that would have been great anywhere he went. If he was at HBCU, they would have started looking at HBCUs. If he was at here, they would have started looking at that. Brother, if you run a 4-1,
Them niggas don't
brother,
always
if you run a
choose those,
4,
though. That's what I was just saying.
brother,
You don't
if you run
choose those.
if you run a 4-1, you run a 4-1 at Jackson State the same way you run a 4-1 at Alabama.
But you're not choosing that shit though.
No, see, that's nigga shit. That's coon shit. That's what I'm talking about. See, I didn't want to pull it out, but the nigga that brought it out me, bro. I was trying to be cordial about this shit. That's coon shit. This shit bigger than fucking about a fucking football team, nigga. This shit was about black people, dog. About advancement, about the reason why Colorado, losing ass school, got a $2.1 billion endowment and Jackson State got a $40 million one. Let's talk about it. We're gonna lay it all out there, right? We're talking about the administration, Dion. We're talking about all of that, right? When you could have motherfucking got with the president and campaigned because you got a fucking star, you got star power and a fucking voice that motherfuckers attract from the media, then we could have got on the motherfucking governor ass and got some motherfucking school money. No, you took the easy way out. You bailed. You went from a winning school to a losing school just to say you in the Power 5. Just to get white man approval. Because you was getting repped by niggas. Niggas loved you at Jackson State. You talking that shit. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say the motherfucker could be a goddamn politician. Because look, what he say? Boom. How long before we was dominating before they started to dislike you? That didn't happen. But you put that in there just to sprinkle in that, like, oh, no, nigga, that shit wasn't happening. Dolph and them pulling up. Snoop and them pulling up. Niggas loving it, bro. Niggas repping the culture. What is we talking about? Nobody wasn't hating no damn Dion at Jackson State. But Dion looking at it like he not getting the respect of Terry Bradshaw. He not getting the respect of the Joe Browns in them.
Niggas was hating that nigga. Like I said earlier,
Who?
like niggas was
Who?
mad because he was getting
Who?
his players NIL deals.
Who?
Bro, it was like a whole beef over the summer.
Is you talking
what
about
coach was that? It
Is
was
you
one
talking
coach
about
that nigga
Eddie?
came out.
Is you
and
talking about Eddie Robinson Jr.?
No,
The one that said that he wasn't swag?
no. But it was a coach that came out and was like, man, him and Nick Saban, they getting all. Well, Nick Saban was mad at him and somebody else because they
Man,
was getting all
that's
they.
coaching, period. So you can't even play that. You can't even play that angle. They do that same shit with Michigan and Alabama. By the way, somewhere again, Deion will never coach. Michigan or Alabama.
I can't say that.
They're not gonna put his ass up in no fucking Alabama, bro.
Depending on how you handle this shit, bro. Like I don't
Bro,
ever count a nigga out.
Bro,
dog.
I love your optimism. That's one of the things I like about you. You a real positive nigga, but let's be fucking for real. For 2 seconds. There's a thing called racism. It exists, bro. We haven't overcome it. It isn't a new day. It's not. If it was, then it would have already been more than 12 black coaches in 60 years. That's the total Power 5. Think about how many schools in a Power 5. 12. 12. What is you talking about? You can say, oh, he might. All right, let's do the law of averages. What's the odds?
I don't never count a nigga out, bro.
I feel you. What's the odds?
I don't ever count a nigga out.
I feel you. I feel you. What's the odds, nigga?
Somebody got to do something.
I feel you. Divide 12.
And then when niggas say niggas can't do shit, niggas want to be like,
the way you get to it,
Fuck that
the way
shit,
you do it, you would divide 60 into 12. They give you the percentage of coaches over the years. Then after you do that, multiply that by the number of PWIs. That'll give you the odds. They're not that high.
I mean, shit, if we going by them odds, nigga, we ain't gonna ever do shit.
Right. But you know
so what the fuck are we saying, bro?
But you know what we was doing? You know where black coaches have always been accepted? You know where black coaches have always been celebrated? Take a guess, Chad. HBCUs. The winningest coach in college history. Where he coached at? Oh. The winningest.
I mean, it's not like I don't know what I'm. The
winningest. the most wins by a college coach was at D1 Division AA Grambling State. Eddie G. Robinson ran that motherfucker for fucking 30 years.
That was back when they used to play the games on TV.
Right.
Like the Prairie View
Right.
and Grambling and Prairie View versus like fucking,
Right.
what is it, Alcorn or fucking.
Right, Alcorn State, your southern universities. You got that is on the other side. Yep, on this side right here. Yeah.
Stick to
Yes. Let's talk about it. Deion had a chance, man, to do something unprecedented. Now that would have made some fucking history. He said he trying to make marks. Imagine the kind of mark you make when not only do you restore HBCUs to their greatness that they've been known for. Because make no mistake, when Eddie G was doing it, like he said, they was on TV. HBCUs, no, they haven't always been down and out.
Yeah, they just now getting back on TV, nigga.
Right.
Like,
They wasn't always down and out. That was strategic. Because see, when Eddie G was doing it and them other HBCU was competing, niggas didn't want to go to PWIs.
like the Battle of the Bands.
Right.
Like now, nigga, like
Niggas didn't want to.
you used to see that shit on TV.
The
like,
Howards,
now
think
you
about how
gotta
many
be
times.
there.
Think about how many times you heard about Howard and all that. Think about all them shows in the '90s, and Martin's and all the HBCU paraphernalia. Everybody rocking the
Different
the
world.
the Cosby's, the fresh. This was the shit. This was it. So what the government do? Cut that money.
Yep.
This ain't my opinion. I'm not making this shit up. Look it up. In Maryland, they just settled a suit for 4 HBCUs that was underfunded for multiple years when they got to pay them people $600 million. NCAT just sued for $599 million last year. Forbes list got all the underfunding already planned. Look it up. This ain't my opinion. Forbes. North Carolina University A&T underfunded $2.5 billion. Underfunded 11,000 students. So 11,000 students, for reference, is on par with any of your Power 5 schools. Why they don't get the same funding? Because it's a HBCU. It was bigger than football. Same thing Deion said, but I'm saying it from the opposite end because he's right. It wasn't just about football. He said all the shit he wanted to change, but he couldn't do it because he's just a football coach. Ball cap. You didn't reach out. You didn't parlay for that. You didn't try to get no public appeal on that. You bailed. You bailed because it suited you, and that's fine. I'm not taking no qualms with that. You wanted to advance your shit? Just say that, bro. Don't cap to me. That's what pissed me off. We know what it was. You want to coach, potentially in the NFL. Number one way to do that is get in the Power 5 and show that you can run the show. You can run the show with them. Power 5 schools, the athletes that's in a Power 5 school is literally the class that comes to the NFL. So if you can coach them here, you definitely can coach them in the NFL because it's the same guys. Would you have been able to do that at the HBCU? Yeah, but to a much lesser degree. What do I mean? HBCUs, position-wise, skill-wise, most of the time it's not that much difference. Like a 6'2" running back at an HBCU, a 6-foot running back at an HBCU, or a 6'3" wide receiver. They go to HBCUs, 6'5" tight ends. They go to HBCUs and they get drafted all the time in the NFL. We know this. Like not crazy amounts, but they get drafted all the time because it's a position play. The difference between HBCUs and most Power 5s is the offensive and defensive line. Literally it. It's the difference between at a Power 5 at an HBCU, your offensive lineman might be 6'2", 285 pounds. You go to a Power 5, that guy's 6'8", 320, running a 4'4", 4'5".
Damn, that sounds like a monster.
Right. So if you was to put the guys from the HBCU up against them, literally it's a wash because they're just gonna run them over. Wow. But position wise, skill, wide receiver and shit, they about the same. Because again, if you run a 4-4, you run a 4-4. That's not like that doesn't change. If you can catch, you can catch.
Right.
No matter where you at. But what you can't be is 5 inches bigger. You see what I'm saying? And 100 pounds heavier, but but it actually isn't fat and it isn't sloppy.
Right.
You can't do that.
Right.
No matter how you train a nigga, if he's 6'2", 285, he can't support that. His frame wasn't built for it.
Right.
You so fat.
I squeezed a little lime juice.
Yeah, this nigga was so excited.
It's the winter time.
But let's not forget that. Like I'm saying, this shit is not for play. Like I don't got no problem with what he did, but let's stop making it seem like you did it for some other moral astute reason. Because this shit was not that. It was just an advancement. That's cool. The shit you was talking about at the HBCUs though, that was for actual progress with the people. Because historically, even when Eddie G was there, HBCUs was underfunded. Think about where Power 5 sports would be if HBCUs was getting half of the funding that these PWIs is getting. Like I said, Colorado got a $2.3 billion endowment. What does Jackson State look like with $1 billion endowment? What does the students look like? What does the staff look like? What does the football team, basketball team look like? What does recruiting look like? See, it becomes a problem. Because this big business, right? That's why niggas Saban mad. Make no mistake. Because that shit they doing, that shit throwing monkey wrenches in there, right? It's people that
especially with the NIL. Nigga,
right, it's people that invest in these teams. Right. They bet on these teams. Right. They bet on these teams. That's money in the bank. Right? When you get 4 and 5-star recruits on a regular basis, right? Imagine you a booster, right? And because you a booster at Alabama, we giving you the expected recruiting list a year early. You can go to Vegas and put it on the money line. Oh, we about to get two 5-star wide receivers. We got a 4-star quarterback coming. All new offensive line. Ain't nobody under 6'5". Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put 10,000 on it for them to win it all. You bet it that early, it's $1 million. That's $1 million plus payout. When you bet it like that, you see what I'm saying, Pete? This is big business. But like I said, where we at, bro, I respect your optimism and I understand it. But black people is not in that position. And we gotta quit acting like we can individualize and do shit and we gonna get some progress. Cause that's the reason why we at where we at. And that's not just on Dion. And that's not a message just for Dion. That's for all of us. Me, you, the motherfuckers down the street, the motherfucker next door, the Jay-Z's, the Beyoncé's, all of this shit. We ain't moving how we need to move. That's what we was talking about a couple podcasts ago. Compared to these Jewish people, etc., these motherfuckers moving with purpose. We out here just doing shit. What the fuck would it mean to get 2 more head coaches in a PWI? For real, for real. Nothing. What would it mean to have HBCUs competing at the highest level? Everything. Because now your kid don't got to decide between being able to do what they want and perform and compete with the top talent and whether or not they going to have to excommunicate themselves from the black community to do so. Imagine if your kid could go where everybody's black, everybody's learning something, and still go to the NFL on a regular basis versus them having to go to Alabama, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere. And again, the school population of black people, 2%. Rest of them white. That's why people be tripping about all these athletes that be dating these white girls. I be like, what did y'all expect? You go to these Power Fives, what you think in Nebraska?
That's why for my kids, I kind of want to try to get them to have the opposite experience of what they having now. You know what I'm saying? Because they go to school with like mostly like white people. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
I kind of want to get them like, while you grown, like nigga, go ahead and
Right. Because that means a lot in them formative years when you go somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that shit when I was younger though. I was an athlete and I was
Right.
like, nigga, all the top niggas
And I get that, right? So I'm not knocking you for that, right? But it was something special about when I touched that Grambling campus and everybody black. The teacher's black. The dean black.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? The people, boom. You go walking, you walk in the yard, everything black. All the people, they talking about everybody that went here. It's like, damn, oh, Erykah Badu went here? Word? I didn't even, what? Like.
Antoinette was supposed to go to PV. But she never.
That shit mean a lot. Right? That shit show you like, okay, boom. It's another level to this shit. Especially if you coming from where the only other examples you seen, if you me, everything a crack house. Everything is broke down. Woods. Run down. I'm talking lopsided porches, ex-slave shacks and shit. Then you go somewhere where the dormitories is nice. Okay. And then you start to meet people and it's like, damn, that's that new Mustang. Yeah, my mama bought it for me. Like, damn, there's some black people with money. For real, for real.
Yeah.
Niggas buy their kids cars and shit. Like,
That's
this
how
shit
it
you never
was
seen.
when I moved up here, nigga. Like when I went to school in Arlington, it was kind of similar to where I was at before I went to Kennedale with y'all niggas. But like it was like a culture shock, you know what I'm saying? Cause like it was like when I was in Waco, nigga, it wasn't really
On the
like
podcast.
a variety of people. Like it was like black people and Mexicans at my school, nigga. Like, nigga moved up here and it was like a melting pot of everybody, and I was like, oh shit.
Right. So you know that those are the type of things I'm talking about, though. That's what Dion had the opportunity of. Like I said, I'm not knocking. Go ahead, go coach at this school. Go get your money, man. They got a bigger contract for sure. People talk, oh, this money's. Jackson State wouldn't be able to afford that. $30 million in 5 years. Come on, bro. Niggas just made $30 million worth of revenue the whole time they been there. They just started getting on TV and shit. We just started getting pro days. Like, then niggas go like, oh, so what'd you expect? He supposed to go to the third. And it's like, nah, man. Whatever happened to, bro, niggas forgot. Sacrifice. Everybody always talking from a standpoint I don't like when it's black, because it's like everybody forgot that somebody had to actually do something sacrificial for us to get to where we are right now.
Right.
For you to be able to say, oh yeah, Dion, man, go take the money. What? Yeah, that's cool, bro. But are you even thinking about why he can do that?
Yeah, niggas like Bill Russell and shit.
Right.
Like that.
This shit wasn't like that. Not for us. For other people, for sure. Not for us. We just getting to a point where shit starting to make sense like that. You know what I'm saying? Jordan didn't make $30 million until his last year. I don't know if he did all that.
That was before that, but I don't know if he did that either.
No, I'm talking about his last year with the Bulls. That's the first time he made $30 million. Before that, his salaries was low as fuck, and he was fucking Jordan.
Yeah.
Was the NBA not making no money? Oh hell no.
Yeah, bro.
They was balling.
Balling for sure. They wasn't breaking no bread though.
They just now starting.
Right. Jordan the one that set that precedent. And then from then, boom. Once that precedent was set, niggas had a vantage point to come from where they could.
Every time that collective bargaining come up, nigga,
Right.
we
gotta
want
increase.
$250 million, nigga.
Right. It's gotta
trying to
increase.
get like these baseball niggas.
Right. It's gotta increase. And the money's there. This the thing. The money's always been there. It's really just profit sharing.
Yeah. If y'all don't go on strike,
Right.
then
But which they've done though.
yeah.
Because this shit takes sacrifice. But guess what? None of them niggas wouldn't be getting none of that. The player minimum, what niggas getting, they wouldn't be getting that if some niggas 10 years ago didn't say, hey, you know what? Boy, we just watch y'all cash $1 billion, boy. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
You got me all the way fucked up.
Now that's role players
Fuck a
getting
50
Jordan
million.
money.
Right. You feel me? Fuck a $50 million contract. Nigga, I just send you cash $1 billion. My jersey just did $500 million in sales. Boy, I made $12 million. You just did $1.5 billion. I ain't even get 1%. What the fuck?
Just like the music industry.
Right. You see what I'm saying? This shit takes sacrifice. So that shit Dion did, he did it. It was selfish though. If we keeping it a bean. And he could be selfish, right? Everybody entitled to their thing, but I'm just saying, for me, man, if you could do it, and you got the opportunity, man, somebody gotta be the guy. Same way you say Nipsey say everybody can't go. For sure. But nobody ain't gonna go if somebody ain't the guy. Dion was actually that guy. Dion, fortunate enough, that $30 million he getting from Colorado, Dion didn't need it. He not doing this for money. Dion worth $55 million right now. He wasn't doing this for money. It's not about money. He's just doing some shit to flex. Somebody told him he couldn't coach here. He took that person. And so now he on a rampage to prove, I could do this shit. I could do this too. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But there was more than one way to skin a cat. And let's stop acting like the move he made was so unprecedented. It's literally the most precedented shit ever. But the shit he could have did, oh, that would have made him a legend, coaching wise. Not that he's not already legendary. That would have made him a legend for sure. Not like a legend like, oh, well, he had great numbers as a coach. I'm talking about in the history books. It would have said Deion Sanders was responsible for renegotiations on HBCUs that ensured that 100 HBCUs didn't get closed down in the next 30 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're talking about some real shit here. Instead, you did just like the white man do. Come in, use that black culture for everything it's worth, get it popping, get the celebrities out there, get all of the, boom, yo, suck them dry, and get the fuck on. Bleed the block. Took 10 of your recruits.
Vampire.
Took 10 of your recruits straight from the team. Took one of the coaches for sure. You said you did it because you wanted to get your people more money. Cool. Then why you ain't take none of the people? Crazy how that work, ain't it? But niggas believe it because Deion said it. No, you came through. Got your reputation up.
Fucking soap opera.
Got your reputation up as being a
I
reputable
because
coach.
I heard he was breaking down some of his Jackson State salary with
They say that for sure.
I saw a post where people were talking about
he was
how
getting
he was putting up
300,000.
his money for a lot of things.
He was like he put
I
up
don't
some.
know if it's, I'm just saying.
He
that's
put
what
up no doubt. He put up some
he was
money.
supposed to get some of the revenue for the games
now
and shit
that-
like that.
that
You know
I
what
would
mean?
be-
like
That I would be interested to see because that right there, that was fucked up.
That's the game changer.
No,
I'm like, nigga, it's not all.
No. I didn't say it was all on him. That right there, that's what I'm saying. That right there, that part,
Yeah.
that's something that was, definitely.
Right.
Because I never said it was all on Deion.
Right.
Definitely HBCUs and stuff got some
Right.
work they need to do on their own. But it was a perfect marrying partnership, right? Who better than Deion to represent the face of
So you would have
HBCU?
rather him just go to another HBCU than go to
anything,
Colorado?
right? If anything, go to Grambling, go to fucking somewhere else. You said you came to lift up HBCUs. How does you going to Colorado lift up HBCUs? Because them 2 winning seasons you had, that ain't gonna do shit. Let's keep it a bean. It was 2 good seasons. Great seasons, even. It's not like Jackson State never had those. They had 17 championships before you showed up. That wasn't unprecedented. It's good, right? But it wasn't like, oh no. Jackson State was in the SWAC Bowl 9 years ago. 11-1. Sure was. Sure was. Your attendance on the games, pretty decent. Is it the highest Jackson State ever had? Absolutely not. Sure isn't. Go look it up. None of this is my opinion. Every day, all those moves everybody keep on saying was so executive. I'm not impressed with it. Because I actually know HBCUs. I actually was there. So all the shit about the facilities and shit like that, make no mistake, right? Oregon got a $200 million facility field night built, right? Boom, they got vending machines and shit in there. That's totally different than having equipment that you can't use. And that wasn't the case. Jackson State doesn't have no equipment that you can't use. What they don't have is facilities like these billion-dollar organizations. 2 different things. Do they have what it takes to get it done? Yeah. Do they have excess? Nah. You talk about places like Alabama where they got barbershops and shit in the fucking thing. So if you comparing them facility, yeah, you gonna say that. But are we comparing dollar to dollar? Are we looking at endowments and all of that? If we are, then we can talk. Because then we compare apples to apples, but we know we won't do that. You know we won't do that. And you know why they don't want to do that? Because then you got to have that conversation about why state funding get divvied up how it get divvied up. Then you got to have that conversation. You got to get on the bad side of some political figures. Yeah. Rather than do that, right. 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 Rather than do that, right. Rather than do that, you just jump ship. All I wanted somebody to do was explain to me how him going to a PWI helps HBCUs.
I mean, we'll have to see.
How does him going to a PWI help the advancement of black people? Another token nigga at a PWI. What's new? What's our last subject? I'm gonna go on transition. You right.
Hello.
Let's see if I can find that video
Which video?
where Gunner was in court.
Oh, that yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. And so you acknowledge that, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So
You've seen this? Yeah.
So Gunner entered what's called an Alfred plea. What that is when you maintain your innocence, but you plead guilty to a particular charge because the likelihood of the likelihood of it,
Being found guilty?
yeah, is more than likely.
And that's a Georgia thing, right? Like, that's not everywhere.
No, Alfred pleas accepted in 48 states, I think.
Didn't know that.
Here's the thing, though. Some people are saying he didn't snitch. Some people are saying he did. Hearing what you just heard, how you feel?
If you say YSL as a whole is a gang, then you snitched.
And they're, what, detriment to the community?
Yeah.
And he said YSL must be stopped.
Yeah.
But because Gunner released a statement, his lawyer did too, said that he didn't tell on nobody directly, so he didn't snitch or nothing like that. See, this is playing out exactly how I told you it would play out earlier on.
Yeah, the previous podcast when we were talking about it. Yeah.
Y'all been keeping up with the case though?
The YSL case, yeah.
I watched some of the live.
He not Gunna not the only one that played out.
Yeah.
The dude that was the co-founder, he played out too. 10 years. I think it was 1 year served, and then 9 years probation, something like that.
Yeah.
On the case.
Damn.
Then you got some other guys they agreeing to testify.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point, I think it's safe to say you can stop saying free Young Thug. Slat not getting out.
Kinda. They trying to do like a technicality thing.
I mean, the Slat not getting out, bro. Here's why. They use Gunna just like I knew they would. Gunna, not really that, right? I think that was always clear, right? I don't care who you are. Like, you can listen to the music. You could always tell Gunna's not a Young Thug. Young Thug, Young Thug always had a certain aura about him. You know what I mean? Like, when you would see him around people, it's like they knew that he wasn't.
He was the music nigga. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
But
Like Saha talk about that shit. Like how you know what I'm saying? Like the music niggas, I mean Big Meech, like the music shit. Like
right.
niggas that get behind like
Right. You know what I'm saying? Gunna was an artist. Young Thug, put him on, of course. But yeah, when he got hit with that cat, I said, I already know how this gonna go. Now, I anticipated him actually doing a little bit more, which he may end up doing. Because, part of that plea is if he's subpoenaed to testify, he has no choice but to.
he gotta
let the
show
deal
up.
get revoked. And he has to be honest and truthful, they said. So, but
Can you please point out?
right. You know what I'm saying? So, what they did, the DA just played the game. 'Cause what they did was, they just put the nail in the coffin for any chance of this RICO not sticking. Meaning, at this point, we already got several people to confirm that this is not a record label. This is not music. This is an actual gang, and y'all repped an actual gang called YSL. At that point, now we can proceed to our next phase of this, which is giving you niggas the max. At this point, even if Young Thug cop out, he's still gonna get 40. He probably facing 5 to 99. But you gotta remember, Thug is accused of renting vehicles that was used in murders and shit. So he probably looking at right now life without parole. Cause not only that, he was the boss. He was the one calling the hits. They went to his house, they got illegal guns, drugs, etc. They just hit him with 3 new charges. When you get done adding them years up, yeah. Even if he cop out on some shit, even if they give him a plea, it's gonna be for 40. Thug will be 70 before he see light of day.
No, fuck that.
But the good news is it's state, so he might not have to do it the same way you would if it's fed. But
Just say
that shit Gunna did, that's for sure snitching. I was going back and forth with my partners about it, and because I was reading the proffer, and it was like, okay, well, based on this, he didn't really snitch or whatever, just based on this. But when you seeing now how they presenting it, he definitely snitched.
Yeah. So like when the first couple questions that came out, I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what they ask him next, he might be able to stand on some shit. And that nigga was like, yes. And I was like, dude.
See, the only thing about it though that people is saying,
that's crazy,
don't
bro.
don't say he snitched just yet. can't say he snitched unless we hear it from Young Thug.
Yeah.
And Thug is the type of nigga, he might have told him to do it.
It could be the ultimate play. Because the day when everybody was calling him a snitch, I was like, damn, that nigga kind of did. But then the next day, Young Thug was in court, and I kind of like watched some of the live shit. And that nigga lawyer seemed more prepared than the prosecution, bro. Like,
I mean,
they was like, y'all got all this evidence off some illegal shit. Like,
well,
and the judge was going back and forth with the shit, and the audio was cutting in and out so that you couldn't really hear like everything they was saying. But
well, I mean, it might be that might be a different angle. I'm saying, I feel like Thug probably covering all his bases at this point.
yeah, like if you can get out,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna take my chances.
Because again, Gunna and Thug was never facing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Gunna had like one charge in the whole indictment type shit. Thug got like 58. Like,
Right.
they're not trying to beat the same thing.
Right.
And from a advantage standpoint, Gunna being out is beneficial to Young Thug.
Make me some money,
Right.
nigga.
As far as making money for lawyers.
You might not be able to go
For sure,
nowhere.
right.
You might be on some restrictions and shit, but nigga put out these songs, nigga. Get
Well,
this
see,
shit
that's the
going.
beautiful
like,
thing about his deal is they didn't really say nothing about no restrictions. His deal says it was like he had to do like 5 years. They sentenced him to with 1 year time served, and then they basically converted the other 5 years into 500 hours of community service, which is a lot of hours for sure.
Mhm.
But
There's a lot of communities.
right, right, and on top, but I mean, you gotta think comparison. Like a RICO, depending on if it's state or what the state legislation is. A lot of RICO charges run from 5 to 99 years.
Right. So in comparison,
Right.
it's nothing. But yeah, I got
Would I rather do five years in prison or 500 community service hours?
Yep. I rather do the
500 community service hours. Because like
That's
when I leave community service, I go back to my mansion and get my dick sucked by a fat booty bitch, or I'm in here looking at man ass all day.
Yeah. Couple hours here, a
Right.
couple hours there.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't give a fuck if I worked that bitch 10 hours a day. I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna go get in my Maybach truck and go back to this 3-story condo where 2 bitches is waiting to devour me. It's not the worst thing that could happen. My chef brings me filet mignon after a hard day's of work. I go to the studio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the worst scenario. Like, I can live with that.
You got truffle butter on top.
Right. Then he go
With
and
the
make some
gold
truffle butter.
flakes.
Then he gonna make some truffle butter.
Yeah, they're just churning
two
away, ain't you?
2 different bitches.
Right. Then he gonna make him some truffle butter. Right. You know what I'm saying? Two different scenarios. Thug on the other hand,
He bring the steak into the room.
you remember this remind me of it was this
Hey,
it was this one chef that sued. It was a chef that sued Diddy. I think it was a woman, and she was like suing him. It was like sexual harassment or something, because he used to make her bring him food while he was fucking.
oh wow.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like he'll be fucking and shit. And he be like,
Hey.
bring me a sandwich.
Yeah.
This nigga get his dick sucked. It's like, put it over there. Like,
Right.
yeah, that type of shit.
Or thank you.
Right. What? He think hitting it from the back. Cole. It's Cole. Go give me another one.
You said cold cuts.
But I want them
bring it
warm.
back.
Right. But I want them warmed up.
Right.
You know, Diddy difficult.
Right.
Go
I
make
made
me a-
niggas walk for cheesecake,
Right.
bitch.
Right.
Like,
Go make me a cold cut sandwich, but I want it hot. Sorry.
Christmas.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But that shit is. You see 6ix9ine popping back out talking this shit. which
He got the opportunity.
yeah, I mean, but
So
he didn't. But he didn't. But like, let's make no mistake. He never said no pivotal shit. For real. Like niggas snitch.
he actually came out and said something.
Yeah, he said something about Gunna.
Oh yeah, because niggas would be
Right,
like,
right.
oh, it's a nigga that y'all don't know about that was blah blah blah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Now
So he
extra,
like, right.
Yeah, that's that extra shit. Like,
Right. So now 6ix9ine like, see, I told you niggas.
Yeah.
You niggas was in the same position as me. Y'all would have did the same thing. Like now it's all coming out. Like I'm still here. This, that, and all. And I'm like, niggas rat. Yeah, that's for sure. But niggas been ratting. But niggas still don't fuck with it. And I just don't fuck with it because it's like maybe in Gunna's situation, right, where you was kind of just the homie of some real official niggas, and you got kind of swapped up in it. Because they never said, even the case say, they never said Gunna was on no missions. Gunna didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't one of them, like, this guy's on this case that, like, shot police in the chest, like, 6 times and shit. Like, right, like, this niggas that's, like, killed police on this case. Like the spectrum between Gunna and Briz is astronomical. Cause Briz gotta beat, even if he could beat the cop case, he gotta beat 4 more murders. Type shit. That's just to get back into just the drug side of the RICO. Like you see what I'm saying?
Fuck.
Then you got like Gunna. 6ix9ine, where he don't get no pass is, like Gunna, I don't listen to Gunna music. I don't like, I can't get into it. I don't like all that. Oh, I wanna know. I don't like that shit. But Gunna's not, he was never that guy. 6ix9ine was calling hits. You could say, oh, well, I was paying the gang, whatever. Bro, you on camera putting 30 packs on niggas' heads and shit. Like, niggas go, oh, but he wasn't really no gangster nigga. He was a kid. He was there like they was just like, boom. Okay. How many times you gotta do some gangster shit before you a gangster nigga? That's my question.
Till you gangster boogie.
Cause you putting hits on niggas. Define what being a gangster nigga is. Is it like what? Is it like what you do on a Saturday? Like what is it? Like
Part time.
right, you know what I'm saying? Because once a nigga start putting hits on niggas,
it was only 2 people.
right? Like what? That's what I'm saying. Define what being a gangster nigga is. Is it like what? It's like that's what I'm saying. Is it like what you do when between the office hours of 8 to 5, or like what? When does a nigga get to be called a gangster? Cause you was running around robbing niggas, shooting niggas, getting niggas shot at. I'm sorry, what? Oh, because he didn't grow up a blood? Is that what you saying? Cause
I'm here now, nigga.
right, you see what I'm saying? Once a nigga start getting the Waldorf Astoria shot up, I think all of that, he a regular civilian nigga should go out the window. In my opinion.
Yeah. Hey, nigga, I'm bringing the money in, and I don't like this shit that's going on over here. Take care of it.
That sound gangster to me. It's like, oh no, but he wasn't like what? Cause he didn't cause he wasn't running around stealing $30 out bitches' purses. Like what?
You want me to rap tomorrow, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying? This sounds very much so like he's living a gangster lifestyle to me. You're calling known gang members and getting niggas touched. That's gangster. That's criminal activity. You're not a civilian guy anymore. You're not a representative. You're not just using their name. You're not just on Instagram trolling niggas. Saying, oh, I'm Treyway, you niggas is pussy. No, that's not what you doing. You was moving shit. Like, the niggas missed, but Chief Keef could be dead. They shot at him. Wasn't a very good shot, but Bullets do crazy shit. Sometimes. That bitch cut up ping ping. Ping. Not Chief Keef for candlelight vigil. When does it transition? Cause like I say, the Gunna shit, Gunna just around some cool niggas. Guarantee you, every time some shit was about to go down, Gunna got in his car and went somewhere else. Right. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you, nobody called Gunna like, hey, bro, we finna go put this work in. Where you at?
I'm going to the stadium right now.
Right, like, come on, bro. But that wasn't 6ix9ine. So quit comparing yourself to that. Like, you a literal rat. Gunna sound like a nigga that's, like I said, to me, just from what I seen of the situation, I'm inclined to think that Young Thug might have told him to do it. But you gotta know Thug character though. Like Thug apparently been like that. Like been with the shit. Like been with everything and always like
The plot thickens.
you know what I'm saying? Like they was talking about Thug was out there handling business when the New Orleans niggas was coming in from Katrina. That long ago.
What a time.
Right. That long ago. He was getting busy then. Right.
Damn.
So him and Gunna, not alike. Gunna was on Crime Stoppers talking about his homie was wrongly convicted. Did you see that video?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I seen that a couple years ago.
Yeah, Gunna was on Crime Stoppers. Show up. Said his real name and everything. Yeah, was on Crime Stoppers for sure. His name Sergio Kitchens, right?
Neighborhood rap. Kitchens is now a member of the neighborhood rap group SPC, known as Shady Park Click, like his cousin once was.
That's why it's come back to that street word, snitch. No one's want to be labeled as a snitch. I don't.
Kitchens says Benton first lied to police because he didn't. Kitchens is gonna rat out another member. Clarence.
What is shit fucking up like that?
That's why it's come back to that street word, snitch. No one's want to be labeled as a snitch. I don't want to tell on him because somebody might try to come kill me or someone in my family.
Kitchens says Benton first lied to police because he didn't want to rat out another member, Clarence Carter.
Everybody know, like the streets know, so everybody looking at it like it was wrong because this man would let my family member, you know what I'm saying, go down for something he did.
Kitchens claims Ben and Carter were both wearing red the night Jasmine Lynn was shot.
Oh, they was both wearing red.
He just had on a hood. People didn't. He had on a regular shirt.
Kitchens believes that mistaken identity played a big role.
Like, yeah.
He knows one thing for sure.
So,
His cousin is innocent.
And it's not right because you think you have one in jail for a crime, but it's not the right guy.
There's nothing right guy.
Bro. Just that little bit of lime.
so when you looking at it like that, this shit with God damn, can I wrap this shit up? You niggas is some moving motherfuckers. Anything else, sir?
He got the fresh.
That's how they supposed to be taken.
Falafel. Give me one, let me try it. Can you make me one? I want to reach over the thing. Yeah, that's Gunna. Gunna being in court is not shocking in the least. that video before he even became Gunna. So this nigga, if he was doing that then, you know damn well, if I can go get in my Maybach truck, I'm not about to stay here. Like, is you serious?
Yeah.
He didn't even have no bread for real then. He was just a regular nigga talking about this shit ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But, so they pulled a T.I. on that nigga. But you know, T.I. shit was a little different. Like, you know, T.I. shit was a little different. They did that shit just to flex on him. But you know, he had told on somebody that was dead. Apparently, you can't.
Doesn't.
Yeah, you can't do that either. I didn't know that one. I didn't know that street rule. Like I
Never heard that.
I didn't know. I mean, but I guess in the sense of you can't talk to police, period. Then I get it. But as far as the you snitched on somebody that's dead, like never thought that one would really that would not really make that much sense because it's like if I could get off on a case
Just a little bit, you know.
from a nigga that's dead. Well, it tastes different than I thought it would.
What do you think it's gonna taste like?
I thought it was like granola.
What? Granola.
It's chicken.
Right.
It look hard to you?
Kind of spicy though.
Yeah. Sweet chili. Chicken. Sweet and spicy.
That's up there. That's one of them ones.
But
That's them go-tos at the house. 'Cause
What?
everybody eats it.
they gonna think you niggas don't eat. Y'all fucking this shit up.
Well, I gotta drive home. Gotta make sure I'm well prepared.
Half this podcast gonna just be chewing.
It'd be like only 20 minutes total. Only doing it out of a 3-4 hour podcast.
You know, we had 163, so we about to wrap it up anyway.
Ooh.
But no. It ain't really much to it ain't really much to say with that gun situation. I mean, other than speculation about Thug, because I mean, he clearly snitched. I mean, it's right there in the paperwork. The nigga said, I'm telling y'all YSL is a gang. That's like saying if you was on the corner and the police say, who are these people? And you say, these are gang members. You snitch. Like, I don't know what the debate is about. Did he snitch? Didn't he snitch? You confirmed police speculation.
Mm-hmm.
That's snitching.
All right. Admitting to.
Do I guess a better question is, do I like feel some way about it? No, because it's gonna. He's just not one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like who thought Gunna wasn't gonna fold?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who thought Gunna wasn't finna fold?
I saw that video when Drip Too Hard came out.
Right.
And I was like,
Like, if you seen that video, or even if you never seen that video, just the type of person Gunna is, you know what I'm saying? The type of stuff you be seeing him doing in the Mary J. Blige boots and shit, like, he's not, like, when Gunna do interviews, they don't look like Young Thug. Like, you know, Young Thug do an interview, it's like 12 niggas in the back. You looking at them niggas like, one of y'all kill somebody. Like, like you could just, you know what I mean? You could just see it on their eyes. Like, Gunna didn't give you that. So that's not shocking to me for me to be like, I don't agree with it still, you know, because it's still snitching. I just don't. People go, oh, this, that, and the third. It's like, people be offended, crazy. Like, call me crazy, bro, but like, everybody was talking about the Bridge situation. They was like, so amped up because he killed the police. And it's like, when are we going to stop this stigmatism? Like, we the bad guys, y'all the good guys. Every time police get killed, they start, oh, we gotta stop this, a lawful member. It's like, no, nigga, that's what y'all do. Y'all outside antagonizing niggas that will murder you. What's shocking here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it be like, oh, I can't believe they shot a police. No, more police should be getting shot.
Oh. Wasn't it a state or some shit
let me
just made it?
Yes, Indiana.
Right.
Indiana
This
just
year,
made it legal.
legally able to shoot
Right.
police.
Deadly
officers.
force
Yep.
if they unlawfully enter your premises.
Right.
And the police is mad as shit about it.
Yeah.
But I bet you what they gonna stop doing is running up in your spot. Especially when that cater come out.
And they think twice. Oh shit.
Right.
Fuck.
And that's what we need to even the playing field and keep these motherfuckers honest. Cause see, one thing I ain't never respected. These gang members and shit, niggas be 12 bodies up and get taken into custody peacefully. The fuck? No, nigga. You decide to do the right thing today? No, nigga. Live it. Live it, bro. You was sliding on the block every day, lighting shit up. I wish I would be just like, okay, you caught me. Fuck that, boy. You better be ready to earn your paycheck. I'm 12 bodies up. You know what I'm saying? They like, even with the Rico, nigga, y'all done caught me for moving 500 keys of cocaine. Absolutely not. This story ended one way. Either I'm going to get away or I'm going to go. I'm not going to jail. Now, if y'all somehow subdue me or something, kudos to you. But I'm absolutely not coming cooperatively. What? What type of shit is that? Niggas be 12 and 14 bodies up, getting arrested by some 5'2" bitch. I'm not advocating for police violence against them. None of that. I'm just saying I don't understand it. I don't understand the logic. Like, what? The shit Briz did wasn't that shocking to me. Like, police, I'm a nigga that's known to catch bodies of police try to come and, well, I'm finna catch another body, nigga. You a body, nigga. Like, police, I don't care. Police, like, nigga, what? I'm a gangster. What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you mean? Imagine trying to arrest John Dillinger. You see, they didn't even try that. They caught that nigga come out the movie theater and put one in his Gucci hat, cause they knew. Boy, y'all put some cuffs out. You going on a shirt. You better shoot me when you see me. Pull some cuffs out. Yeah, I'm going to the house.
Chilling.
Right. Better shoot me when you see me. Cause I always thought that funny too. You know the way the police shoot all these unarmed black people. But your prison's full of Crips and Bloods and all of that. You know why? Because they know. The same thing in Indiana. You get to playing unfair out there in South Central. one or two of them niggas might start feeling the way. You gotta play that shit fair. Now, you know, niggas get beat up, roughed up and shit, you know. Shout out to your mans. Yeah, y'all get to coming up and through that bitch, just spraying shit up. We might be inclined to start spraying back. And you know we got it. This ain't no traffic stop where you speculating with my tail light, nigga. You know it's on me. You know what I'm about. You know who I am. You better arrest me properly, nigga. But no, thank you. More to that story is live your life. And if you're not about that life, just don't do it, man. Cause ain't nothing wrong with it. Motherfuckers be wanting that shit. No nuts, no glory, no risk, no reward. But if it's a risk and you took it and you didn't succeed, accept it. I don't give a fuck. The Gambino family, the Genovese family, none of them. I ain't never respected one person that snitched simply because you did the shit. And then you do all this just to get off. Sammy the Bull Gravano killed 19 people, then snitched on the boss. What type of shit is that? You almost had a 20-person body count. Probably more. That's just what we know about. Snitching. That's why I respect the Iceman, Richard Kuklinski.
I know you're talking about.
That nigga told his story, but he told his story in a way where the only people he talked about was people that was doing shit with him that died, or he just told the story in a matter-of-fact way. Like, I was doing some work for this guy, and he wanted to make sure it was personal. Right. So I had to. And he'll tell you what he did. He won't tell you who he did it for.
Right.
You don't do that. That's not something you do. I don't know, man. I just don't. And that's not like I don't give a fuck. I don't think if I was still me and I grew up in the richest neighborhood, and I would still feel the same way. Cause it's just like, nah, like I just don't like ain't no respect in that. Ain't no pride in that, boy. Like
So even if you think Thug told him to do it, like,
well, it's a master move planned if that's the case, because that's definitely a plot. That's definitely an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
If Thug told him to do it, then technically he didn't snitch because he got approval to do this for a different thing.
Right, because he's not looking for retaliation.
Like I said, make no mistake, I'm not really that shook up with Gunna shit anyway, because that's just what Gunna was gonna do anyway, regardless of if Thug told him or not.
Right.
I'm really talking more about the other niggas in the case, like the YSL co-founder snitching, and you saying you was the co-founder, so you and Thug made this shit. Where that put Thug at? You see what I'm saying? You copped out. You the guy. You was the guy with the guy. That mean Thug, gavel.
I'll tell on some niggas from DC, but I ain't giving them no niggas from Harlem.
Who said
Is that Billy?
Paid in full.
that? That was paid in full. Yo. Still. That's a no.
That nigga.
That's a no. It's still a no. Even
Cameron, right?
Yeah.
even
He was in there and he was.
the only one I be conflicted about is that Frank Lucas shit. Cause you know he snitched on all the police. So I be conflicted about it, but I still think still the same sentiment. Cause like I said,
It
man,
is. I was just
at
quoting a
that
movie.
point, bro, when you talking about doing what you do, dog, you gotta take your lumps. Cause you doing it. You see what I'm saying?
You contract.
Right, bro. You living in the fast lane, dog. The fastest lane, dog. That's what come with it. Ain't no, now, you know what? I changed my mind. Now that I see that I can go to jail, I'm actually gonna not do that. I'm gonna go be an upstanding citizen. Like, no, nigga. That shit, like, cause you're not gonna do that. Then the other part of this shit, niggas don't even need to do it just in general. Cause the other half of them niggas that don't snitch end up doing 25 years, then get out and go work as an independent contractor. Why the fuck didn't you just do that from the start? If that's how it is. Cause like I said, if it's in you, if it's this, when y'all let me out.
Is that a proper career path that you decided
Right.
to choose?
You know what I'm saying? Like, then you should just went. Cause if it's like if I did 20 years on a drug case, then I get out. Where to work at? Right. The fuck? I'm not. If that was the case, why did I even do this shit?
Right.
I could have just went to trade school and became a plumber.
Yep.
That's why I don't bother. Cause it's like, if in the end, why bother? If everybody gonna tell, why bother? If I'm gonna do this and do all that and then come back around and get a job at McDonald's, why bother? I could just go to work.
All it take is one nigga.
Right. I could just go to work. Think hard at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I take a risk if I need to, but other than that, I'm ready charged to it.
I'm gonna figure something out.
Right.
It's bound to work one way or another.
Because why bother?
You ain't got no choice but for it to work out. That's all I accept. So it's gonna work out one way or another, motherfucker.
But that's pretty much all I got for y'all today, you know. We didn't even introduce ourselves, but we're gonna do it on the outro, baby.
Yes, sir.
Cause it's been episode 90 of the Poor Podcast. We pushing right up on 100. And that Pushing P song means something different now. I mean pushing plea.
Nigga pushing pins, signing his name across that shit.
Son here, date here, initial here.
That nigga said YSL must be stopped. Despicable me, boy. But I've been Rick Code. Follow me on all platforms at RICKCODE. The motherfucking done daughter.
It's your boy Dubz 817. You know what I'm saying? Ding. Right here.
The motherfucking man, the motherfucking myth, motherfucking legend. The motherfucking Chef Chad in the motherfucking building. How you like me now?
We still doing that?
Oh yeah, we got to, nigga.
It's the customary.
We haven't even really did
Right, that's what I was
nothing.
finna say. I had looked at the bottle like, God damn, what have we been doing?
We've been sitting here chilling. I spilled mine. I made
Right.
another one, drunk it. Like,
Right.
I wrapped it up. The condensation made that hoe slip. So I was like, man, I ain't fucking that hoe up again.
What are we even doing? I gotta know. Guess him and Chloe broke up though.
It is what it is, man.
She is a nice one too.
You already knew she wasn't.
Because he left. Yeah, she wasn't with that shit.
Nope.
She said, look here.
Mm-hmm.
Them free world cheeks right there.
I'm,
Nigga.
yeah. I'm signed to Beyonce.
Them free world cheeks, nigga.
I'm signed to Beyonce. Look here, I'm not down with none of that holding it down shit. I can't do it. That's not my ministry. You know, I wish you the best.
You don't got 30 days, all right, man.
Yeah, I wish you the best.
You not getting out this week?
Zulu.
All right.
I wish you the best. But yeah, I'm gonna go. We about to go to the studio. What are you saying? I'm saying
The producers in the back should be. I gotta get in the booth. Like, man, I'll talk to you later.
wait, Chloe, what does this mean? I'm about to go to the studio. What you trying to tell me? I'm about to go to the studio. You gonna call me tonight? I'm about to go to the studio. No, Beyonce, hit that jack like you know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
That Beyonce artist.
You trying to do this Disney shit, right?
Right, you know what I'm saying? That Beyonce artist. Nah, bro. Can't be fucking with no nigga with no Rico. You in TV shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nah, that ain't. You
Not yet. This is not the time for that.
You not that type of black girl.
That's chapter 12. And then we'll talk about that. But,
You didn't live that life. You ain't about to start now. No, her mama was like, cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
Jinx.
What?
Got him.
Why would you do that at
On
the
the
end?
way out.
Just to be a bitch ass nigga.
oh,
Yes, sir.
on the way.
You a whole hoe out here. Well,
Let's take this one. You can save it for the next one. We can
Right.
remember it. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the chamber.
I wouldn't, if that's one of your fears, I wouldn't be saying that to a person.
ain't one of my. Oh, I ain't got no fear.
You just said.
No, I said that's what keep me going.
Right.
I ain't got no fear, bro. You come over here,
You.
yeah. Like you gonna have to win, or I'm gonna lose. It ain't gonna be no halfway losing. I mean, either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die. There ain't no in between. You will not get a live ass. You will have to get dead ass. And I'm dead ass.
Deceased booty.
Right.
The Dahmer special.
You gonna have to get that necrophilia action. Right. Cause I ain't going. I'm sorry, I ain't going.
Did you hear about the woman that washes the bodies at this mortician place? I guess supposedly it started getting arousal or whatever down there. She jumped on, got pregnant from the fucking corpse supposedly, and turned around and fucking tried to sue the family for child support.
That's crazy.
No, that's gotta be like a MILF. I don't think it worked like that.
Yeah,
It's probably like just a story. But a real story is a girl, and her homegirl was at they went to the club, and her homegirl was making out with this dude, and she ended up getting a rash on her mouth.
Whoa.
And yeah, so she went to the doctor because she thought it was that herp dirt,
Yeah.
or something like that. And that nigga was like, nah. How you say you got this? She was like, I was kissing this dude like a couple of days ago or whatever. She was like, you sure? Like, yeah. Like, well, you could only get this rash from kissing dead bodies. Apparently this nigga was
Yeah.
a necrophiliac, and she just possibly made out with a serial killer.
Wow. That's fucking wild.
Because if he in the dead bodies and he was kissing you,
Yeah, you probably the next one.
he probably wondered what you taste like as a dead body.
Yeah.
Bitch. Like, moral to the story, you can't kiss on everybody.
That's crazy.
Watch where you put your mouth. That's the moral to the story.
Most definitely.
It's been the Poor Podcast, though. We out, bitch. And always make sure you
Pull up. I thought he was about to forget. I was like, man, this